What is happening, people, and welcome back to the channel. I think we're live. We should be live. I pressed the wrong button to get us started, so it's not a great start, but I hope you're all good. Right, we are here tonight. I can see myself on screen now, so I know that there's a slight delay on there, so I know we're all right. So that may be the sign of things to come. I was on streaming and recording early this morning for some proper football. We are now right at the end of the day for the latest game we've covered so far during the World Cup. We're going to be here to watch Scotland versus Morocco. It's something that I wanted to cover because, look, I know we're English and the whole vibe is supposed to be we don't like the Scots, blah blah blah, traditional and all that. But I've got Scottish blood, I have Scottish heritage, so I always think of them as like the plucky. They don't like us, probably a lot more than we don't like them. But I always think of them as like the plucky sort of underdogs. I want them to do well. Not better than England, but I want them to do well up against Morocco, who I think you either recognise how good Morocco are or you soon will recognise how good Morocco are, because I think they've slipped into that known quantity now rather than unknown. But I still think some people don't quite recognise how good this Morocco team are. If you saw them against Brazil or even the highlights, you'll know how good they looked. So I'm not on my own tonight. I'm amazed that my pal wants to come and join me for this one because it is going to be a late one, but it's the weekend, isn't it? So you can let your hair down. Well, I can. He can't. It's Bodley.
Bold and brilliant, that's our lead. Knows the pitch like the back of his knee. No need for hair, he's got strategy. Football genius, yeah.
Now then, my mate, how are you doing?
I'm all right, mate. Taking some pelters about my hair today, aren't I?
I'm not, well, that were unnecessary of me there. I just sort of fell into that one. I didn't mean to have a little pop there, but yeah.
No worries, mate.
We were on last stream. We were both taking a few digs on last stream with Jordan Meldrew.
Well, if they're taking it out of us, then they're leaving other people alone, aren't they? I'm sure we can take it. I'm definitely old enough, and you're getting there, Jim. So we're all right.
You're old enough, and I'm ugly enough. So we make a good team in that respect, mate. So it's a late one, pal. I know you had a few ales with Mrs. E this afternoon, but
yeah,
all good
correct,
now.
Yeah,
all good. Not going to snooze on me at half time.
Well, no, actually, Jane was mentioning that you best get a sleep in before you go on. But I'm all right. I'm not that old. No, we didn't have many, mate. Just stay for a couple of hours. She just wanted to get out of the house for a bit. So
we had a few comments. I don't know if you saw them, but we had a few comments in Platinum chat saying that a couple of people had a tactical nap so that they could join us for the watch along. I should have probably done that, really, but I didn't. Okay. So yeah, we're going right through, mate, and we're going to see what we've got. So have you had a chance to have a little look at the lineups?
I have, and they've got it down as a 3-4-2-1. For Scotland, with Gunn in the net, Tierney, Hendry and Hanley across the back. Hendry, who plays over in Saudi Arabia. Robertson on the left as like a wing-back, with Patterson on the right as a wing-back. Miss Patterson. Ferguson and McTominay, the two lads who play in Italy in midfield, with like Holding, with Christie and McGinn in front of them, and Che Adams up front, who we know all about from his Sheffield United past.
We certainly do, mate. Go on.
Okay, and then we're moving on to...
Oh, sorry. I didn't know whether you were going to mention anything else about Scotland. I was just going to say that McTominay obviously is the standout player for Scotland, currently playing at Napoli, and for those that aren't aware, has absolutely flourished since leaving Man United. There's rumours regularly, and I expect probably a few more this summer, of him being of interest, but he's already at a very good, very big club. More than likely to stay for me. Nathan Patterson might be of interest to some Sheffield United fans that join us on the stream this evening, because we have been loosely linked with Nathan Patterson. I've done a video on that over on the Blades Ramble. Is that Lewis Ferguson, and is he Barry's boy?
I don't know if he's related to Barry, but it is Lewis Ferguson.
I've got a feeling he's Barry's boy. Yeah, I've got a feeling he's Barry's lad. I might be wrong. Obviously, the standout name in terms of reputation is Andy Robertson, who has just left Liverpool and signed for Tottenham. Coming into the twilight of his career, particularly for a position that you have to be so athletic, but still a quality player who's played at the highest level. John McGinn, always a really steady operator, good technical player, linked with Man U a couple of years ago, had a very good season with Aston Villa. I think it's the top and the back that worry me for Scotland here. I think in the middle they look fairly steady or solid as you could expect. Grant Hanley, I'm not a fan of at all. Kieran Tierney, good player, but very susceptible to injury and breaks down very easily. So doesn't really
I would say,
get
Jim,
going.
not a centre half.
Not
playing
a
him in the
centre-half.
back three.
Yeah, wide centre half, which we've obviously seen a little bit of, where you can sometimes get away with it if you're a bigger, a bit more mobile fullback. But that'll be a test to see whether he's up for that. I don't know much about young Hendry, but well, he's not young anymore, I don't think. But I don't know much about Hendry. But Che Adams, we know a lot about. And I'm not convinced. Is he still at Torino? I think he's been linked back to Wolves, but is he still at Torino?
He is at Torino, yeah. He's at Torino.
Okay.
I don't think he's not being fantastic over there looking at his stats. Just get them up now. We're looking at them earlier. And I can't find them now. There we go. Altogether, he's got 103 in 399 games.
Okay.
So he's a 1 in 4 striker throughout his career.
Yeah.
But most of them came at Birmingham, and 16 at Southampton.
He's a top championship player, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a top championship player, not good enough for the Premier League, really. And obviously he's playing in Serie A now, and he's not proving good enough for their top league either. So
the most he got in the Prem was 9.
Yeah, which is a decent return. And we're not slating him in that respect, but we've just, the stark contrast is we've just watched Harry Kane score 2, have an outstanding game, and if Harry Kane plays well, I was talking to my dad about it tonight. My dad's saying if Kane turns up in this tournament, we have every chance of going very far because he is that pivotal to us. If Scotland had somebody like that, Che Adams isn't the one for me. I mean, McBurney's the closest that I got to a striker in form. He's nowhere near Harry Kane levels. I'm not saying that for a minute, but why McBurney's not gone, I'm sure a lot of Scotland fans are still questioning. I think it's been an argument between him and Steve Clarke somewhere along the line. But that's me rabbiting, mate. Sorry, you wanted to get on to Morocco, didn't you?
I was just going to say about Che Adams as well. He's scored 15 in 69 games in Italy. So he's not prolific at any stage of his career, really. But talking about these Scottish centre forwards, I would say every one of ours that we've taken is better than theirs, any one of theirs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've got 3 on the bench that had walk in that Scottish side straight away. So that is a massive area for them that they're going to struggle. But like you said as well, their back 3 does not fill anybody with confidence at all, does it?
Grant Hanley on the international stage is absolutely frightening. So
yeah,
we'll wait and see how that goes. On to Morocco then, pal.
Okay, you've got the lead singer of U2 in the net, Bono, who's doing really well to stretch his career. Yeah.
Nice.
Hakimi, who obviously is their star.
Bono! That's Alan Partridge for anybody that don't get it.
So Hakimi at right back, who's their star man, actually born in Spain. He was born in Madrid, Hakimi, to Moroccan parents. So he could have played for Spain.
Did he not back himself then? Early doors?
Obviously not. Or maybe his parents wouldn't let him. You never know.
Possibly.
Yeah. Fair enough.
He's some player,
Mazraoui, he is some player, mate. Yeah, I mean, he's not what you'd call a right back. He's more of he just plays the right side on his own, doesn't he? He's just a superb player. You've got Mazraoui at Man United, who was at left back with Diop from Fulham and Riyad from Crystal Palace in the back 4, the 2 centre halves. You've got El Ainoui. Sorry, because I've got Sockaway on and it just said I knew. So I had to check that there. Ainoui and Bouadi in midfield as the holding 2. Unaya, you've left this for me.
Hey, I love it. I love it. This is a highlight of the stream for me.
You've got El Kanous on the left. Brahim Diaz, who's a fantastic player.
Yes, that right-hand side is scary, isn't it?
Very good. And then you've got Sabari up front. And after that, we'll be going on numbers during the game. Thank you very much.
Fair, mate. That's fair. Okay, so, just watch this right-hand side for Morocco is probably what we'd say to you if you don't know much about them. I'm not expecting anybody to know. I don't know loads about them. I just know a lot about, not a lot, but I know of those 2 players in particular were a real threat down the right-hand side. So Andy Robertson has certainly got his work cut out for him. Kieran Tierney will be expected to fill in and stop these 2. It's probably, if they're going to have a stronger side, they'll probably be happier with that it's Robertson and Tierney to face them. So it'll be a decent matchup.
You wouldn't want Hanley and Patterson, would you?
No, you won't. No, you wouldn't.
To be fair.
Can you imagine? Diaz up against Hanley. It might happen as well because they might switch during game, might they? Which some sides tend
Well,
to.
I would. If I were Diaz, I'd be asking
wouldn't know.
to.
I would. Okay, so let's get into some comments then just before kick-off. We're only leave it. This were a Lee suggestion, and I've absolutely loved it, to be fair, to go 15 minutes before kick-off time. So it whizzes by, and we're about to get to kick-off. So just before we do, I'll get as many comments in as I can. Jimmy, I've got 250 quid on Scotland at 6-1, says JB. Come on, flower of Scotland. Chuffing hell, mate. Yeah.
Just
quid,
JB,
sixes.
that's a lot because you're playing against the 6th ranked team in the FIFA rankings. These are no mugs, these, Morocco.
I don't know what would convince you to lay down that sort of money on such a heavy underdog. But fair play to you, mate. I don't even think 6 is a great odds for Scotland in this game, if I'm honest. But we'll see. Do you think the Blades will make any moves soon? Says Kyle. We'll certainly need to be making moves, but I don't think it's imminent. So I know that word again. I know. I'm sorry, but I would expect certainly by the end of the month for activity to have ramped up, and we're talking about a lot more names, a lot more frequently, and then we'll start to see some movement. But it's like a domino effect, Kyle. It's everybody else has to start moving as well, and there's not much movement anywhere, to be honest. Hope you're well,
said
pal,
before,
says,
Jim. Hackney's the key. Hackney's the key.
Yeah,
once Hackney move, there's a lot of movement. I'll go off that.
It could be any though, mate. It could be Fernandez leaving West Ham. It could be it's one of these big ticket players leaving, which starts a snowball effect. Because West Ham then need to replace Fernandez. Do they look at Sidney Peck? Do they look at Hayden Hackney themselves? You know, there's all these sort of like little things that then Borough will want to replace Hackney and all this sort of thing. I heard somebody was saying today that Everton are after Hackney still, obviously, which we know about. And they're negotiating at the minute whether Armstrong would go the other way on a loan deal to Borough, you know, who was at Preston last year. And then Moyes recalled him.
Yeah.
Smart move, that, to be fair. Hope you're well, pal, says Kyle. Very well, thank you, mate. Hope you are too. This should be a good game, says Sam. I think so as well. I think so.
I do.
Looking forward to it. That's why I wanted to cover it. Hey up, Jim Bob and Mr. BBL, says Thom. Have we had a good day? Yes, mate. Not bad at all, thank you. Looking forward to seeing the Scots tonight. Hope they win myself. Love to see the Four Nations do well, but not too well. Me too, mate. Me too. That's where I sit in it. What are your thoughts on Scotland, Lee? I declared my thoughts early doors. What are you thinking?
I'd always like the home nations to do well, but not that well, if you know what I mean. I've got no love for them, but I've got no hate for them either. So
okay, interesting. Can the Scots win? Someone give me some confidence. They can. Yes, they can. That was the question, and that's the answer. I'll stick to JB. Good luck is what I'll say to you, pal. I genuinely hope they do it for you as well with that sort of money online. Good evening, Jimmy and Lee, says Ian, the gatekeeper. Although Scotland got off to a decent start, I fancy Morocco to have slightly too much for them. 2-1 Morocco. I don't think that's a bad shout at all. Evening, Jimmy and Senior, says Jord. I love a good tagine, me. Yeah,
it's a joke. He put on earlier, it says, I like Morocco, I do. And I said, I love a good tagine. So there you go. Good. Hey, nice to see you're all right, son. He's had a big op today.
Yeah. Shout out to Jord, who's struggling into because he's recovering post-op at the minute from a bad injury he's got. So I hope you're feeling well, mate.
Yeah, he's had his ACL, MCL, knee reconstructed and 4 pins put in today.
So, he might be out of action till certainly at kickoff.
He's retired. He's fully retired now. Golf. He's playing golf.
Done it. That's seen him off. That's seen him off completely.
It's done now.
Dave Morwood says, evening, Jimmy and Lee. Yes, I'm still awake, and I hope I can manage 90 minutes. Got my coffee, so fingers crossed. Please give the guys a like and subscribe, as it's late. It is late, mate, and they're just about to kick off. They're doing the countdown.
And I'm off, so you can tell me when you are, Jim.
Yeah, I'm off as well. Probably a couple of seconds in it, mate, so don't worry about that. The clock will start in a second for those that are keen-eyed on that.
So Angus Gunn's just cleared to touch. It's head and feed to Morocco. It was just like a fullback in rugby kicking it out. It was terrible. So I expect Morocco to have a lot of ball today. I think Scotland's best chance is to play on the counter, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not.
it just depends where they're going to have this possession. Because if they're just going to keep it at the back like this, I mean, I know it's really early, but if you're Scotland, you're happy. You're going to take a draw against these every day a week.
Of course you are.
Apart from JB. JB's not.
Yeah, JB's not. No, if Scotland have a sniff of nicking a point with 10 minutes to go, I'd expect Altman behind ball, to be honest.
That'd see him through, wouldn't it, really?
Result. Yeah.
Better see him through. But, you know, the one thing Scotland will do, they'll give everything they've got, whether they lack quality or not. They've got a few players with a lot of quality, and they've got some that we've already said we don't really think are that good, but they're in behind already, Morocco.
Yeah, they are.
And it's a goal. It's a great finish by Sabari, but he did look off.
Well, it's a goal. It's a goal that so far, they will obviously check that with VAR, but he looked off to me, first impressions. That's a hell of a strike.
Oh, I just wonder whether Grant Hanley's played him on, you know, at right centre half, away down here. Because, but what you can say is that is some finish.
That's incredible.
So he's just saying here about Grant Hanley. He thinks Grant Hanley's got it wrong. He has. He's onside.
And in fact, they're both playing him on.
Oh, what a finish.
What a brilliantly timed run and what a finish.
Yeah. You can't blame Angus Gunn. He's got no chance there, has he? Just stick an arm up. Yeah, it's a great finish. Wow. So
he's just talk about putting your laces through it. It's one of the most powerful shots I've seen all tournament.
But how has Hanley let him run off him like that easy? He's gone to play offside, hasn't he? And he's playing
Hanley.
I think, is it number 6? It was Tierney.
Yeah.
I thought it was number 6 that played.
It's on left-hand side.
Wow.
That's a poor start. Sorry, JB. Sorry, my mate.
It's going to change the game a little bit now, though, isn't it?
Of course it is.
I'm hoping the through ball was Brian Diaz, because I've got him for an assist during this game. Had a little bet on it.
Have you?
JB won't like me. But put it that way.
All right. What? Go on then. What are you going for?
I've gone for both teams to score, Morocco to win, and Brahim Diaz to have a goal or an assist.
Tell you what, it's not bad.
We'll see.
We're off to a decent start.
I ain't got 6-1. Put it that way.
Aye. Oh, mate. Right. Where were we? Evening, lads, says Damsido. Evening. Jared says, here for the soccer. Yeah, no problem, pal. Scotland plus 450, surprising. Yeah, I thought there'd have been more.
Brahim Diaz assist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Happy days.
Do we fear the Moroccans? We don't fear them, but we respect them. I think we've got to acknowledge how good they are. I think that finish in itself just tells you what they've got. Yeah. Ian says, don't take the stick from Jimmy about the hairline leak. That video he sent the Plats this morning, it looked like his third member of Jedward. I'm not having that. I'm not having that from the gatekeeper. Listen,
I have mentioned it a time or two, Ian. I have mentioned it a time or two that if you look at videos from a couple of years back, admittedly, it were on a different camera and he was further back, but you can see that it's going.
You were telling me, weren't you, that when I first started on YouTube, airline were here.
Yeah. And you've only, apple don't fall far from tree. Just have a look at his dad. So
I haven't got my dad's hair. No chance. I don't think me or my brother's got it. Thank goodness.
Well, neither's your dad.
My dad was like this when he was 35. He had horseshoe going on. He looks younger now than he did when he was 35. So, yeah, we've not taken airline from my father, thank God. But yeah, I can't deny that it's. Well, Sam calls me Steve McDonald because if it goes down at front, it's like an M. So anyway, I'm leaving it longer because I'm trying to get to my holiday haircut.
Well, Scotland are coming through. McGinn's just got tackled on the edge of the box. They're doing well here at Morocco. Just you're on about just a minute ago. Sorry, Jim, to put in while you're on about your fantastic haircut.
No, it's all right, mate. We are here to watch football.
But are we underestimating Morocco? You look at where their players are playing. Apart from Bono, who's over in Saudi at Al Hilal. We've got PSG, we've got Fulham, Crystal Palace, Man United, we've got Lille, Roma, Real Madrid, Olympiacos, Eintracht Frankfurt, PSV. they're at good clubs. You know, none of these are at minnows, are they?
Yeah, they're at clubs that are either decent in the division or very, very good in the division, like PSG and Real Madrid.
Yeah,
They're the best in class for their own country. So it's no mugs at all. Aye. So I'll get past Ian's disrespectful comment. And I think Morocco will have too much tonight, says Gaz. Fair play to allow the Scots sing the national anthem. Absolutely right. J619 says, remember when Che Adams scored that worldie from the halfway line almost for Southampton versus Man City? I don't, to be honest. Not a fan of the third place teams going through. Remember when Portugal won the Euro 2016 and they didn't win any games in the group stage? Yeah, I'm not
Scotland on the edge of the box here.
Here we go.
Christie, no, he's just outnumbered on the edge.
Unlucky.
Good defending.
Unlucky.
By the way, that's not the Scottish national anthem, is it? Isn't it God Save the King, the Scottish national anthem? Isn't it just their unofficial?
Yes, they prefer Flower of Scotland in their ongoing quest for independence.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, me too. I prefer Flower. No, I don't.
It went a jab.
I do like it.
It went a jab.
Yeah,
it definitely went a jab.
You can jab if you want, mate. If you want to jab at the Scots, that's
no.
It's opinions of Leon O'Neill, not opinions of the channel. Mr. Meldrew, who's just been on with Jord Motson and did a great job. Good evening, lads. Hope you're both well. Fancy Morocco for this game, but a draw wouldn't surprise me. Looking forward to watching. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida, says Kev. Good evening, my mate. Hope you're well.
Good evening, Kev.
Thanks for joining us, pal. Scott, top of the predictions league, says evening, Slim Jim and Steampunk. The wife has gone to bed, so I'm free to multitask to my heart's content. Nice, mate. Nice. Glad you can join us, pal. USA, says Jared, who I think is from Sheffield. No, it's not. It's not. Batman Lou says, evening, lads. Not quite the graveyard shift yet, and it's a good game. I think it could be tough for Scotland. Good side, Morocco.
Oh, and they're in behind again. Oh, gone too far.
Oh, unlucky.
Technically very good, Jim, like we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Technically very good.
Bouadi in the middle's a player, and Hakimi's inside runs a murder, says Lou. Yeah, agreed. Sarah says, evening both. Not sure I'll be able to stay awake for the whole game, but I'll try. Scotland all the way. Sarah, as long as you can manage, don't you worry. Andrew says, evening, Jimmy. Hope you're well. Nice to see the new channel. Wish the Blades still had Che Adams. Was a rate player for us. Thank you, Andrew. But I was never a big Che Adams fan, to be honest. So
he went for a trial at Chesterfield when Regan was at Chesterfield.
Is this while he were at Kidderminster?
Yeah, no, he were at Ilkeston, I think, at the time.
Okay.
Or at Ilkeston, I think, or Alfreton. And he was horrific. You wouldn't have thought he'd ever be a footballer. And then Cloughie took him in about 6 months later, and he transformed, basically. Yeah. But he was always a good athlete. Always, but yeah, so Cloughie got best out of him, really, didn't he?
And in the words of Jamie Dumpling, look at him now.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
Hey, y'all. Back for more, says Eve. Love that. Moroccan oil, says Damsido. Not sure what that's in reference to. Thom says, hope the recovery goes well. Young Edridge, pal. Sounds like a bad one. And he says, cheers, Thom. Age and overweight knees gave in. Ian says, hope you have a full recovery at Junior BBL. I'm not sure he'll appreciate that nickname, to be honest.
No, he's not really going bald. Regan, my youngest, who's coming up to 30, he's going bald. He won't be watching. He's at work at 6 in the morning, so he's in bed.
Damsido says, Morocco to have a lot of ball or a lot of balls. Lol. Okay. Wow, emphatic. This must be where goal's gone in, obviously. Good grief, says Luke. Onside is a miles on for me. Wait, who did what to who? Scott
and
says...
They're back in again. How has he not scored? It's gone right the way across the 6-yard box. It's a great ball across. One stepped over it, and it's gone behind the one at the back stick.
What are you on your screen? I think you're like...
I'm on now 10.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, you're 3 seconds in front. That's all right. I can get away with that.
I can... I'll do a 3-second hold if you want.
If you don't mind, mate, that'd be lovely. Oh, dear, park the bus and play it on the counter plan has gone out the window. Yes, it has, mate. Yes, it has. So I'm on 10, 15, 16, 17, 18.
I'm a second in front now.
Okay, cool.
Doable.
doable. The biggest problem Scotland have is leaving their best centre forward at home, says Gaz. Harsh but fair.
Yeah. I mean, isn't it all to do with when McBurney didn't say something that got out into the press when he was on the Scotland camp?
Something like I've got to go to Scotland again or something like that. It was something quite nondescript. Away they go again.
Oh, I didn't think there were much in it, but what are we doing here?
Oh, dearie me, just get rid of it.
That was Shea Adams defending in his box there. These are a good side, these are a good side.
It's this could be a little, not necessarily a cricket score, but I can see it being sizable.
Yeah. They're ripping them to pieces here.
Wow.
You know, Scotland have just got to hope they can see out another 15, 20 minutes and maybe nick something before half time, because at the moment these are just a step, a step ahead and a level above.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, how this is one for Gaz. Corners, how they make them stand 10 yards.
Yeah.
Yet they're never 10 yards. They always encroach. Why don't they put another line or a dotted line because they've got a mark there and they've got a mark on the byline. Why don't they put another dotted line like the corner D?
Like a permanent dotted line, rather than ref doing his spray thing. You just mean just have it as an extra line on pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not going to change, is it?
No.
Yeah,
it's just something I've always thought, because obviously there's loads of lines on a rugby pitch.
Makes too much
sense. They're all
sense.
meaningful. Yeah, there you
go.
Much
sense, mate.
But they can have half an hour interval at the World Cup final, but they can't put another line on a pitch. They can have a drinks break when they've got an air-conditioned stadium. They can't put another line on the pitch.
It's not an ad break; it's a drinks break. All right, let's
they're just not selling ads while it's on, are they?
Yeah,
in America.
I knew that. Time me out. Damsido says, "Who did what to who?" I've read that one before. I predicted Saibari for the first goal. What a swift return. Love that. Your George says, keep an eye on Buwadi tonight. 18-year-old will control the game and in future will become one of the best in the world. Frightening talent. Nice.
Has he just been signed? Is it PSG who are looking at him from Lille?
Don't know.
I'm sure he had something about PSG looking, which you wouldn't be surprised, would you, in playing in France, being a French speaker as well.
Yeah. Jim Wood says, Fraser, that's not happening. That's not catching on.
Jim Wood. I like that. I do like that.
No, we're not having that. You said that right hand side, lads, for Morocco. Yeah, well, we did. It didn't take long, did it? Still a long way to go, says Sam. There is, if you're a Scotsman or a Scotswoman, there is a very, very long way to go. Scotland could get battered here. Morocco are on top, says James. That's the more way I think it's leaning, to be honest, at the moment. Joe says,
just a quick one, Jim. Just where we got said there, you picked the right hand side. Let's be fair, it were one of the easiest picks we've ever done, hasn't it? It was dead
PSG
simple.
and Real Madrid players.
It weren't hard, really.
We are switched on us. I'm telling you.
Probably the best right back in world at the moment, and one of the best wonder kids coming through.
Yeah. Watch out for that, guys.
that were an easy one for us. That one.
Inside info. Evening, Jimmy and Lee. After the fixtures being released today, this start for Scotland could well be Coventry at the Emirates, first game of the season. Wonder how long I'll keep enjoying the ride. To be fair, Joe, you could look at that a couple of ways. You get them out of the way, don't you? You get them done. You would not expect to go there and turn them over. So everybody's being caught cold on the first game of the season. I don't mind it as an opening fixture. You don't want top-heavy, difficult fixtures. I understand that. I think you're at City at home the next one.
Yeah,
so it's a tough, you can't get tougher than that. Those two opening fixtures, but
if you get anything though, Jim, it's great, isn't it? It's a bonus.
Exactly right.
Just enjoy the ride. It's at times it can be really frustrating and it's hard when you're getting battered like we did. I'm not saying Coventry will, but just enjoy it. And if you come back down, you come back down a lot richer and ready to go again.
That's true. Gaz says Scotland will have to step onto these at some point now. Can't wait till the next match.
Oh, just another one. Whatever you do, though, don't sack Lampard and employ Sayesh when you come back down. That's what I will warn you not to do that.
Yeah, please don't do
that. Does set you back.
You won't wish that on anybody. On the topic,
maybe one team.
maybe one.
Team.
On the topic of national anthems, I'd love to see England move to singing Jerusalem like the cricket boys do. God Save the King should just be a great British anthem, in my opinion. I would love Jerusalem as the song. Yeah, don't mind that at all. Gaz says, for me, the obvious reason will always need to be God Save the King. For me, for obvious reasons, it will always need to be God. Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, of course, serviceman.
Would a 1-1 Germany-Scotland easy opponent in R32? Would a 1-1 go easier?
I think that gives Scotland an easy opponent.
Oh, in round 32.
I've not really looked at that.
To be honest, Sherry, I think for Scotland, it's about making sure they qualify. I don't think there will be maths going on in their head about... I know they've beaten Haiti and they've given themselves a strong chance. That I still fancy them to finish third rather than first or second. But I don't think they'll be working that out. It's just do what you can to get out of the group. Luke says, no matter what he said, they should have taken McBurney. In a game like this, he'll be a massive asset in both boxes and holding the ball up. Yeah, he's potentially...
just coming away here again, and McGinn's got it. Just got a break from midfield. It's been stopped a little bit. The energy in it's been stopped, but that's brilliant. Well done, mate. Good tackle.
El Canoes. That's Moroccan throw. Did well there.
They seem to be very good at snuffing out these attacks. Getting the men behind the ball.
Yeah,
doing really well, Morocco.
Very well organised as a side. You can't hope to be defensively sound with Grant Hanley at centre half, says Scott. Absolutely right. It's like having a state-of-the-art burglar alarm and leaving the back door open. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. We're supposed to monitor it, but I've never been pedantic with it as it's not usually impactful. That must be the corner thing. We only sing the first verse of the national anthem, says Gaz. We do.
Oh, nearly again.
Oh! Angus Gunn saves him there.
In the end.
Yeah.
Again, that's Tierney again, I think.
Hakimi.
I'd like to see a replay of that.
Hakimi causing all sorts of problems, as you said he would.
Yeah, he's going to. Look at the press here as well. Superb.
Scotland forced back to Angus Gunn again. He goes long downfield.
And that's what they were saying about McBurney. That's that's it, isn't it? That's McBurney's got you there and holding you up.
Underrated with a lot of those sort of skills. Grant Hanley.
It's Grant Hanley.
Grant Hanley gets done. Tries to.
It's right on the end of his foot as well.
I tell you what, Grant Hanley's tried to block him. He's got round him, flicked it, and it's by luck that Angus Gunn's got his right foot to it.
Yeah.
Grant Hanley again, leaving him wide open. I'm with you, Thorm. Jerusalem for me. God Save the King is too short and boring. Wow, okay. Who do you lads both like for the first game of the season when the fixtures come out next week? Who would you like? I could go either way. I think we've spoken about this, Lee. I think you said somebody like Middle at Road, Watford, somebody that's not too difficult, too...
I wouldn't mind Lincoln, but I'd rather they had a couple of weeks where they might have just got
rid of their bounce
a couple of times.
Yeah.
Somebody like, or even, somebody like a Charlton-esque or a Portsmouth at home.
QPR at home, somebody like that. Because we believe we're going to be at home. That's what a lot of the rumours are saying because of the way that Wednesday have requested to be away first so that they've got the ground up to scratch, give them a little bit longer. So if we're going to be
they're
at
not
home
playing at home all season then?
Something like that. But I don't. You've got to play them all, haven't you? I think the thing I'm bothered about is that you don't bunch up difficult periods because you couldn't really suffer them. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, we'll be streaming when it comes out, so you'll have to stick with us and see what the reaction is. Just as Morocco line up for a corner, right-footed out swinger.
Yeah, you would hope that Scotland could handle these. With a
headed clear by Hanley. He heads it. He runs onto it away from his goal. Heads it that way, and it ends up out for another corner. At least he won it. At least he won it.
So it's Hakimi with the ball in again. It's a lovely delivery. It's well headed out. Is that Patterson who's headed that out? No, it was McTominay.
Angus Gunn collects. Angus Gunn, I think, is a free agent at the minute.
He is, yeah. Were I reading something about Wrexham? I'm sure we
possibly.
mentioned Wrexham when we were on our transfer talk, Jim, that had been linked. I'm sure it were last week.
Well, we'll have to have a chat about it on Sunday, won't we, when we're back for the transfer tracker?
There's transfer talk, transfer tracker, transfer everything. But there's going to be a bit more movement now because it started, hasn't it? You know, it's really kicking into gear now. People being linked here and linked there. So
yeah,
hopefully, you know, it'll be another short one.
Don't worry, mate. It won't be as long this week. We've got through it last week. That's the first one. We're always going to be long. I think we went just as long.
Yeah,
2 hours.
I think 5 minutes short of 2 hours now.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Where were we? Nobody knows the second and third versus Gaz, me included, says Ian. Morocco are a tricky side to play against. Scotland can still get something, says Sam. More optimistic than me. Joe says, totally agree. Would rather play them first and get them out of the way, especially with their players being at the World Cup. It'd be the best chance we have to get a result. That's fair as well. I know the second, but 100% don't know the third, says Gaz. Fraser says, what do you guys make of Hull having to sell their players or they'll get a points deduction? Apparently having to sell 6 million worth before they even start. What chance have they got? It's wrong. I mean, I haven't looked deeply into this, Fraser, but from what we know, they would not get a points deduction in the Premier League. For their financial breach, they would get a points deduction on their return, whenever that may be, to the EFL. So if they are at risk of a points deduction, it won't be to discredit them in this season because the different governing bodies, we fell foul of this as a club at Sheffield United. We were in breach of some transfer regulations and then had a punishment forced on us, which were going to be a 3-window transfer ban. We negotiated it to a 2-point deduction. So when we got relegated from the Premier League, that 2-point deduction came into force. So that's what would happen to Hull. Doesn't mean, you know, they're not at a disadvantage. They are, and I still think they're going to try and raise this 6 million quid to avoid the overspend and subsequent points deduction. There's rumours of Kyle Joseph going to Millwall for about 5 million quid.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, to be honest. I think he's okay. I think he's all right as a player. He's not getting in Hull's side regularly, and Hull aren't notorious a championship heavyweight. So, you know, a rotation player at what was an okay championship side that did very, very well last season and where they are on merit. But I just think they're sort of paying top-end championship prices for a player that I'm not sure is.
Well, to get that 6 million, because you wouldn't say they haven't got loads of assets, you know, that are worth a lot of money. They've got you're looking at, you're going to have to sell probably the centre half. Is it Greaves, the centre half? Can't think of his name now. Is it Greaves?
No, it's Hughes, Charlie
Hughes, Charlie Hughes,
or McBurney.
and maybe McBurney. You know, that's what you're going to have to sell them to make it up. And,
crazy.
You know, but it depends what you're going to do. Are you just going to take the gamble?
But they've got to do it before end of month because that's the financial cut-off.
Deadline, isn't it?
So it's mad because it's not Pep Guardiola's there. They're just showing him in crowd. But it's mad that they've obviously got a huge windfall of money now coming to them, and yet they still have to raise 6 million quid just because of the financial technicalities. So, yeah, tricky. Thom says, never really understood God Save the King, to be fair. It's not even about the country, just one family. Most other national anthems I find are about loving where you are from. Just something I've always thought. And what's cooler than singing about gold, arrows, and fire? Fair. Damsidor says, Moroccan Oil is a cosmetics company. Speaking of hair. All right, okay, thank you.
Right. I had no idea. Waste of time telling me then.
And I'm on way out apparently, so don't worry about that. Damsidor also says, "Do Man City finally get a points deduction?" No, I don't expect that to happen at all. To be honest, I think there'll be a financial penalty to pay because they are super rich, and that will suit all parties.
The lawyers are too good and too rich.
Correct.
They'll never, you know, they'll get away out of it. They'll pay a massive fine and maybe get a season outside of Europe or something like that. Might get a European ban off UEFA. That's about it.
Yeah, at worst.
Yeah.
Andrew says, random question, but what would you rank as your all-time favourite England shirt, home or away? For me, it's a 96 home shirt. I don't mind that as a shout, actually. 96 home. I like
82 away.
Oh, well.
The red with the white and blue across the top. Brian Robson scored the fastest goal in
I've seen it.
World Cup
I've
history
seen
at the
it.
time. And I've actually got it upstairs.
I do like a red away England kit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Clark picking his favourites is costing him again. Still can't believe they didn't take McBurney, says Dan. I think that it's... I'm not saying it's a different game completely, but you give yourself a better chance by picking a target man in a game where Scotland are made and set up for Ollie McBurney. They're an underdog side. They need somebody further up the field that can hold the ball up, release the pressure, lay it off easy to the men that are around him. It makes no sense. No sense.
What an asset defensively in the box as well.
Absolutely. We've seen it ourselves. When he's played for us, he's doing it for Hull now. He's had one of his best seasons of his career at championship level, and it's ridiculous that they haven't taken him. And a lot of people will point towards that if they get well beaten here and beaten by Brazil as well. A slap on the wrist, says Damsido. Yeah, absolutely right. 96, obviously, says Bongo Baggins. So if Hull don't make the sales points deduction in 26-27, yeah, possibly, Dave, possibly. If a lot of people do fancy him to go, they've got a lot of work to do. Hull, you've already won by going up and getting the money, haven't you? So try and enjoy it as best you can. Evening
Same
boys,
with Coventry to an extent, just that the better set. They're way better than Hull.
Yeah, absolutely. Evening boys, 2010 home shirt is my favourite, says Dave the Nose. And Gaz says he loved that too. Didn't mind 2018 home either, to be fair. And Fraser says, have you guys seen the Alan Biggs interview with Chris Wilder on YouTube the other day? Well worth a watch. Of course we have, Fraser. Of course. Well, I've seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, Lee.
I've seen it. I haven't watched it yet. Okay. I'm saving it. I'll probably watch it tomorrow when I've got some time.
It was good, as it always is. I like Alan Biggs, and obviously I'm a huge Chris Wilder fan. I don't think it told us anything we didn't already know, but it's always good to hear from him, and it's current as well, so it's relevant.
I was just going to ask you that, with there anything that we haven't heard before? And,
no.
You know, I wouldn't have thought there's much you could give away, is there?
Yeah, I mean, his interview, Biggs interviewed him before, so there's nothing new to come out. It was before the nil announcement and all that sort of stuff, so they don't really get into that. He's on about like talking to players and trying to get the best out of them, and you know, nothing revealing really.
Well, you know, Wilder has done his best work with players that you don't think are at the level or are playing above the level when he gets them. So hopefully, if he gets the right characters in, and he does speak so much about his character, you know, that the players need, and he can train them up to fit the situation that he wants and the positions we need them in. But I'll be really interested, because he's really got to take an axe to this team this time. And we have got a few good players if they all stay, but I can see a few going. I know it's Sheffield United, and we're not talking about Sheffield United, but it was raised. So
it was.
I think we'll see. I think we'll see Chris Wilder at his best this next season, and I do hope so. Yeah,
me too. We'll have a chat about that on Sunday, because I want to know your thoughts on Phil Jones as well and a few other little bits. So, Tom says, 2012-13 goalkeeper shirt for me was a teal green colour with loads of green crosses on it. Oh, very good. Very good.
I think Tom was a keeper, wasn't he?
He was a keeper, from what I remember, yeah. A good keeper as well, played in the youth team with Blaster and Brooksy. Don't worry, Tom, I've got you, mate. I've got you.
He still looked. He put a photo in the Platinum group the other day, and he looked about 12 still with that haircut he had done. I had it all trimmed.
Oh, shot over the bar from Morocco. They did get into the box. But yeah, over the bar. Gaz says, on the watch list for sure, recommend Dear England on the iPlayer. I've not watched it.
Diaz is causing some trouble here, you know. As you would expect.
Yep. This is Brahim Diaz, not to be confused with Luis Diaz or Ben Brereton Diaz. They are three players of a similar quality level.
Search for Diaz's.
Yeah.
And Ruben Diaz.
Ruben Diaz, yeah,
Ruben
correct,
Diaz.
yeah. Adam says, evening lads, gotta be 06 away, classic Umbro for me.
Mine was Admiral, with actually making it when I was the
it?
one I like. Admiral, yeah. Long time ago. I was still, I'd have been 10, nearly 11,
Bloody hell.
a long time ago. Yeah.
Even as a Leeds fan, I really like Chris Wilder. Very passionate manager who loves the Blades. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, he's
Marmite to a lot of
he
even
is.
our fans,
Yeah.
and especially other teams' fans either love him or just cannot stand him. But I'm in the love him camp. I think it's fantastic for us.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I think
fits.
people are well aware of that. Yeah, he's at a time where we want our identity back a little bit as a club. I don't think there's anybody who's better equipped to get us there.
Agreed.
Andrew says, super Phil
Here we go
Jones.
again. Oh, that's a terrible touch.
Oh, it's awful, that.
Looked really promising, that, for Morocco.
Yeah, it
And
did.
then he's took a really bad touch. El Ayanui, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Again, it's the one. Yeah. He's at Roma. So,
Again, no slouch, but it didn't
No.
look great there. What do you make of Phil Jones joining the coaching staff? Let's hope he doesn't pull any dodgy faces on the touchline. I'm a fan of it, Andrew. We'll cover it properly in the transfer tracker, where we do talk a little bit more about what's going on at Sheffield United and stuff like that. We're doing that Sunday night live. I'm a fan of it personally. Now I've got my head around it a little bit in terms of nearly going. So we'll leave it there, I think. But we will cover it, pal. Looking forward to seeing Mickey Collins working closely with Chris, class operator from Halifax, says Gaz. Well, if he's from Halifax, then bang on. Saw it on the West End and watched the series, Gaz. Brilliant, isn't it? This must be the Dear England thing. Some of the players' likeness left a bit to be desired, lol. Yeah, I saw some of that on advert. I thought, wow.
again, Scotland just getting into the final third, and the structure that Morocco have got in there, they just can't get through it. It's superb defensively. Doing really well. I do fear, like we said earlier, I do fear for Scotland in this game at the moment.
Yeah, me too. They've not been as clinical, but there's been no real let up in the pressure or anything, has there?
No. A couple of looks, I wouldn't say looks at goal, but looks in behind that haven't come off. But yeah, they look very good. And as soon as they lose the ball, they're back in shape, Jim. You know, it's really impressive.
Disciplined, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good side. Oh,
You know, to players, even though when you look at it and you look where they're at, you wouldn't, before you've looked at it where they are, you wouldn't really think, oh, he's at this club or that club. But then you read through the team who, you know, at the clubs they're at, even on the bench, Real Betis, Olympiacos, you've got players at Toulouse, PSV.
Yeah.
They're all decent clubs. Sunderland, few in France. You know, they're all playing in the top leagues.
Whereas you look at the Scotland side and it's night and day, and you've got one or two playing top level, and that's it.
Yeah. Jack Hendry's at El Etifak, Hanley's at Hibernian. I mean, there's some of the good ones, obviously, and then you've got like Lyndon Dykes at Charlton on the bench, and Craig Gordon, who's 41 now, the keeper at Hearts.
Oh, is he there with him?
He's gone with him, yeah.
Wow.
Hickey, who I do like at Brentford, he's a good player.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not playing Hickey. So McKenna, who's at Dinamo Zagreb. Can you remember Scott McKenna, who was played in Belgium?
Oh, yeah. Played with McBurney in Las Palmas, didn't he, I think?
He did, yeah, big mates, yeah.
Ex-Forest, I think.
Yes, correct. But he's getting, he must be 35, 36 now.
Aye, bloody hell. Morocco again there, just piling on the attack. Still love both Euro shirts from 2000, says Luke. Fraser says, Wilder is honest and says it how it is. Very straightforward. I'm so happy Bamford has fitted in so well. One of the nicest guys ever, but can be a real poo house on the pitch when needed. He can, yeah. I think that's fair. I don't like some of his antics, I'll be honest. Look, we sponsor him as a channel, so I love him, what he brings to the team in terms of how good he is. He's our best striker. He cemented his place. There's a distance, I think, at the minute.
Yeah.
But I don't like. I've never been a fan of the feigning injury and diving.
He needs some bigger studs in because he slips over quite a bit.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
In the box, I think is the nicest way to put it. But when we have actually met him, and he is such a lovely guy. Yeah, really nice, weren't he? Really polite and nice guy. So, but he's done it more importantly than that. He's done it on the pitch for us.
As was Joe Rothwell, a really nice fellow, weren't he, as well?
Very much so. Very much so.
Uh,
Very open as well.
yeah.
Very nice.
One from Paul Young. What's your thoughts on the standard of stadiums in the World Cup compared to ours in the UK? Even high school stadiums are better than ours. I think we have to be aware that these...
Here and again here.
Hang on.
Oh, it's a bobbly
you've
ball
got
that he's played to
El
him.
Canoes, you have got to do better there.
It's the pass is poor though, Jim, isn't it? The pass is bobbling to him, but he's still got to do better.
He's got to hit target, mate. That's a foul. Oh.
But this pass is poor, I think. Yeah, look at it.
It's a
bobbling.
foul on McTominay, that. They were a foul in build-up. McTominay should have won a free kick there. And that's, yeah. It's a poor finish.
Somebody just threw an hot dog on pitch there.
No, it were mud. It were mud coming up from pitch. Standards of so when this Moroccan kid's gone to roll and try and put his body in front of McTominay to stop McTominay advancing with the ball, which he did, he's taken a little boot to the face, I think.
Yeah,
that looks of it.
Yeah.
All accidental. It looked like Kalina, that referee on sideline. So the standard of stadiums, we have to remember that this is 3 huge countries coming together to put on matches in their best stadiums. So the UK is the equivalent of one state in America.
Correct.
And if we were to hold this World Cup in one state, then we wouldn't get the quality. Look at that ground; it's amazing, and the spectacle is brilliant. But you wouldn't get the same quality because you haven't got the same range of stadiums to choose from. So I understand what you're saying, Paul, and I would love more investment in the infrastructure of the game. I'm all for grassroots and building things up. He says that high schools' stadiums there are better than ours. They play college football and make a huge thing of it. You know, it's a big, big institution in America because it's a different way of living.
The difference as well, Jim, is there's money in high school sports over there because they put it on TV.
Yeah.
So that's why because there's money in it, there's money going to the schools, so there's money for the stadiums. You know, a local comp ain't getting BBC to watch a game of football.
No, they're not.
So, you know, it's just how America works with the sports. I went to watch the Florida Gators in 2017, and there was 88,000 there.
Yeah.
You know, a university team. And it was fantastic. It's brilliant. And the stadiums are great.
My brother
But
loves
the money's
Texas
there for
Longhorns, and it's just like that. They're their own franchise, really, rather than a college. And that's essentially like the best college in the state. So it's one of the best colleges. And you think it's a different world, in it. Different world.
Oh, so I mean, kids that now are going to college and they're getting £3 million for a year for going to college, where they used to just go and get free digs and free food and free tuition. Now they're actually, because they got the nil payments for their likeness, they're getting money in. You know, some are not going into the draft because they're not getting picked high enough to make the money that they can have staying in the college game for another year. It's crazy.
Madness. On a separate note, something I was thinking of not so long since was America for so long have been trying to build up soccer and all this sort of stuff with MLS, which is so widely spread that you can't follow a team properly. You can't go to away games on a regular basis and things like that. Scotland just with a deep free kick into the box here, but it's
all the way through.
All the way to the right-hand side.
But it's a goal. He's given a goal kick. Oh, he's offside. He's given an offside.
Offside. Why wouldn't you have like a bit like we've done, where we've got an English league, a Scottish league, a Welsh league? Why would you not have a states? They might have this, by the way, but why would you not have individual state championships? And the equivalent to their Champions League would be what the MLS is, essentially, for them. So it's like the Americas tournament. So they could have
Is there actually a need? Is there actually a want for it?
Well, as it
there are
gets
state champions.
As it gets so popular, though, in America, because from what we understand, there's millions of kids now playing soccer in America, but it's way too widespread. Or I would imagine it's way too widespread. I don't know for sure, but if they had an EFL of their own in every state, then it'd be a different kettle of fish, wouldn't it? You'd be like different leagues. You'd have different funnels of talent and stuff like that to go up the leagues. I'm not sure
But
how
I think
it works.
a lot of that's knocked in the head because of the high school and the college football.
Possibly,
Because they'll play within the state and then then neighbouring states for that.
yeah.
And then the big colleges like Clemson and Duke and things like that will play statewide, the whole of the US, where others will just play slightly interstate as what the junior colleges and things like that.
It feels like it's because it's so vast that they don't get quite the intimacy that we get in our leagues. You don't get the rivalries or anything.
Well, that is true. I mean, you'll get like LA's got a couple of teams, haven't they, and stuff like that. So there's a bit of rivalry. But it's hard to be a rival when you're 500 miles from the next city.
That's what I mean.
I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas if it's Jacksonville versus Orlando, then it's a different. It's
that's college.
Yeah.
Two college teams.
Yeah.
So.
But you could have a soccer team based there, couldn't you? And
like Orlando City.
But you know what I mean in terms of.
I do know what you mean. I'm just being.
No, yeah. But you could have. Anyway. Gaz says because
I'm sure there will, Jim. But again, it's about the want from the fans to have two teams in the north or the middles of Florida. Like Miami, you could probably have more down the south because of the Hispanic community. It could probably have.
How many London teams have we got though? It's about where you can get it down to almost boroughs.
But that's also historic because of what I know. History starts somewhere.
Yeah, it does.
So you've got to build somewhere. But we're going back 100 years that this has been, that club's played this club in London and this, that, and other. And like us, look at us with Sheffield Wednesday. It's the same thing. It's historic, and you're born into it.
20 years worth of rivalry, isn't there? So
a lot of them they're not born into football. They're born into baseball or basketball or other sports, even lacrosse to an extent.
Yeah. Gaz says because college football is so big over there and they're funded so well, college stadiums are huge. College football is better supported than the NFL in America. How's he missed that? Says Luke. Yeah, absolutely. Bamford seems like a posh university student.
It's not far wrong, actually.
Yeah. He's just a nice kid, a very nice fella, very polite.
Well educated, very nice guy.
Media trained, says the right things and all that sort of stuff.
Well, he does until he's had a beer and then he starts singing stuff about Wilder.
That's true. Lovely stadiums, but aren't some of these NFL stadiums? Yeah, there will be, mate. Yeah, they are the big stadiums and arenas. That wasn't a minute that he was off for. Okay, right. So he needs to be off for a minute. Gaz is laying down the law. I love that from
he's doing his ref twitching, isn't he?
Yeah, he is
indeed. His twitch going.
For those that aren't aware, Gaz is a qualified referee. I have to say thank you to. I think we've got 50 people in here watching with us at 1:45. So thank you for joining us. Adam says, shouldn't be thinking about food. Get on Jimmy's supplements. Hey, they're working for me, mate. They're working for me. So
you can tell as well, Jim.
Thank you, mate.
Tell, mate.
Thank you. James says, college football, the worst performing teams get the first choice of free agents from the MLS. What about that for the EFL? I don't like any of that sort of stuff. You're rewarded for underperformance. Just don't wash with me, that sort of stuff.
I think he's got that wrong way around, but I know what he means. The MLS get the best from college, not the other way around.
Yeah. I thought. Yeah.
I know what he means. I know what he means.
But I don't like the way that they do it to try and even it all up.
Yeah, yeah. There were a guy who was at Sheffield United called Danny Deacon who went over to America, got released from Sheffield United a few years above Regan when he was there, and he went through the college system and then got drafted, I believe, by Orlando City.
All right.
But last I heard, he was playing at Chester over here. So, yeah. So there's a little link. I know a little bit about it, but not much.
Very good, mate. Very good. Tom says, one thing that always gets me with American sports is when a team becomes world champions in baseball, which you play against American and Canadian teams. Yeah, exactly right, pal. Exactly right. They are the Can-Am champions, aren't they?
I watched something the other day, and they were talking about it, where the Super Bowl was watched by, I think it was 200 million people, and they were all going on about it. And he says, but American people have got to realise that a game at lunchtime for no medals, no trophies between Liverpool and Man City got a 750 million audience worldwide. So
that's
true. They're playing for the biggest trophy in sport.
It's incredible.
Like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But they don't realise, because a lot of Americans, and I'm not putting them all in one basket, look in, don't look outside at the old world. It's just America is the old world. There you go. That's me banned from America for next year.
5 minutes at a time. Shout out to all the Americans that are joining us this evening. Well, I never, says Fraser, I never knew McBurney was born in Leeds. How has he not been picked for Scotland to be a nuisance up front and cause problems on set pieces? Bizarre.
I think his dad's Scottish, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. And he's a big Rangers fan as well. So,
he is, yeah.
Which he makes no secret of. And he also holds a strong affinity to the teams that he's played for as well. It has to be said.
And most fans hold him with affection
we do.
as well.
Yeah, we do. He often, speaks well of Swansea, Sheffield United.
Oh, that's a great ball in.
Oh, you've got to do better.
It's back in. Oh, I think McGinn might have been offside on second ball. Good. It's a good chance. That
best chance for Scotland. That.
Yeah.
Best chance they've had.
Patterson's done well with that ball. That's a good delivery.
Mr. Patterson.
Oh, is it Che Adams kicking thin air?
Well, he's had such a good season. He deserves to be starting striker for Scotland. Nobody else has done better than him this year. Steve Clark. So that you could rue that decision. I don't like that way. Your stubbornness gets in front of your judgment.
You've got to do the best for your country, not just because you don't like somebody, aren't you?
Of course you have.
I mean, in history, there's loads of talk. I mean, you look at Roy Keane with Teddy Sheringham and people like that, where they just don't get on. Yet for the good of the team, they play together, don't they? Roy Keane and Teddy Sheringham, Roy Keane and Schmeichel,
Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham.
And Teddy Sheringham didn't even speak, did they? But on the pitch, they got on with it.
They were great together as a partnership, weren't they?
Perfect, to be fair. He was good with Dwight York as well, weren't he? Cole. Yeah, he'd make the runs in behind, and Dwight York could find him.
Decent little spell for Scotland. They've just got a throw in on left hand side, high up the field. Kieran Tierney were going to take it, but they're just doing a little penalty check here, I think.
Is it because of the? Is it? Do you think the drinks breaks helped again, breaking up the game? Because Morocco were well on top, weren't they?
They were, but I think they were on top after drinks break as well, to be fair. Oh, it's a flick on, and it's cleared by Morocco.
But it's bouncing in there. You want somebody on that again.
Somebody with a striker's instinct. You can't let it bounce in your area. It's first rule, isn't it? There's basic rules. Don't let it bounce in your area. Crazy. I went to see Denver Broncos a number of years ago while in the US in holiday. It's something else. I'll catch up on the rest of the comments at halftime.
I went to see Tampa Bay Bucks, and that were only a 68,000 stadium, but only a 68,000 stadium.
Just a little one.
Raymond James, and that's used by a college as well. I think it's UCF. I'm not sure.
Are you big into football then? American football?
I like it. Yeah, I like my NFL. Yeah, I like physicality of it. Obviously, I prefer rugby because real men play rugby, but if you can't, you put an helmet on and go and play that, don't you? No, it's different athletes. Different athletes. Yeah, I like watching it. Really enjoy it. I'm like Tex Paul, who put in Paul Young. I'm a Texan.
Yeah,
like his. But we were in Florida, so I went driving to Texas to watch him. I went to watch Tampa Bay instead.
My dad's a cheesehead.
So and a Longhorn. He goes to watch Longhorns.
Yeah. He likes Longhorns college team and Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, not far apart, are they?
No, not much.
Just different ends of the country.
I don't know why. He's told me why he's a Green Bay boy as well. I think it was something like there were outsiders on one of his bets because he studied them. He studied the form, and then he won big on a bet when I was little. And I'm pretty sure Green Bay were the winning bet. I might be wrong though. They were like an acca that had come in. He'd waited all season for these little things to drop, and Green Bay had to win the Super Bowl, and I think they've done it. When I get to choose a team, I have a rule. So not like with Sheffield United because that's part of you, but say you get into American football and you choose a team. Mine is always choose somebody from somewhere hot. It's got to be warm. So I'm not having anybody in Minnesota or Chicago. I'm going down south. I'm a Texan.
And it would have been Tampa if it weren't Houston.
Nice. You don't go for cool names then.
No, not at all. Not at all. Just
nice
wherever
colours.
it's warm. Just
Nice
wherever.
colour.
If there were an NFL team playing in Cuba, I'd be there.
Yeah.
That'd be it.
That's your team. What got you into Blades then, Lee?
Well, I didn't really have a team. I went. My uncle were a Chesterfield fan, and he took me. I went to watch Chesterfield for a few years, but I never gripped me. Just went and watched them. And then I used to have kits from Liverpool, Man United, Derby, Swansea. Just liked a good kit. Arsenal, everything. And then
You still like a good kit nowadays, don't you? To be fair,
I do. Yeah. To be fair,
No, you've got all sorts of foreign shirts and stuff like that, haven't you?
That's true. Yeah, Brazilian, Spanish, everywhere.
Flamenco,
Italian, Juve, and stuff
Valencia.
like that. And then I got signed by United, and I went to watch United first ever game in '81, Scunthorpe, and because we got free tickets, you could get into Johnny Blades enclosure for now, and it got me. Atmosphere got me, and it weren't even that full, but it just got me. Big stadium at the time, and that it.
So it weren't like a family connection that got you into United or anything.
No, that's from London. That's from London. In QPR from my dad were.
Yeah.
So and my mum not really football, so she were a hurdler. My mum in her youth, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, mate. Nice. There you go. You learn something every day.
And that's the link. And that's my dad's now, because he's up here. My dad's United as well, and both my kids are United. They've got no choice now.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it works.
Even though Jordan, who's watching, Jordan's married. His wife is the granddaughter of Pete Swan, the ex-Sheffield Wednesday player, who unfortunately got. He's passed away now, but he got locked up for that match fixing in the '60s and stuff like that. Who played for Wednesday for a while? Yeah. So that's Jordan's wife's granddad.
All right.
Ex-Wednesday. I think he was captain of Wednesday. I think.
Peter Swan rings a bell, but I didn't know he were involved in anything untoward.
I think, I don't know all about it. I know that he got banned from football. I know that for a short while.
This is one of the oldest stadiums in the NFL, says Daz. It isn't as good as Dallas, etc. It's a bit of a jaunt from Boston as well. I've been to it. The Boston Celtics and Bruins play in the same stadium. Nice, mate. Knowledge. Bamford, future manager material, says Damsido. Possibly, yeah, I can see that. It won't surprise me.
I don't think he'll go anywhere near it, Jim.
Yeah, it also won't surprise me if he's one of these that don't actually love the game and could retire and never be seen again.
I think he'll be one of them that he'll finish, be held in good regard at Leeds and a few clubs.
Yeah. And
you'll never hear of him. He'll pop up every 5 years or so somewhere and come back. Be one of them.
Do. Indeed, Adam. Bamford is a rambler. Totally agree, Thom. World Series, my backside. From memory, says Tex, I don't know if it's still true, but the players are or weren't owned by the clubs. They were owned by the league. Best way, I had college and NFL college is like our football league teams, and the NFL is like international games.
Yeah, I get that. A bit like that, yeah.
Sam says there will be gaps where I feel Scotland can get at Morocco. Sam, you put that before Scotland were on top, so fair play to you, pal. I think you've been proven right there. Because there were Scotland were coming into it last 5-10 minutes there. Fraser says, "Sorry, I owe you an apology, mate. It's Slim Jimwood." I'm not having that. That's disgraceful. No, to do with Jedward.
It was noticeable as well, Jim, with Scotland there, where they were getting back into the game. They were putting more players higher up.
Yes, they were.
Whereas earlier on, he was just on his own, Che Adams, and he weren't doing anything.
Fair, mate. Fair. Luke says, to be fair on the stadium front, if we had 2 leagues with no relegation and only 32 teams, I think most would have massive modern stadiums. Very true.
That is true.
Thom says, World Cup final the other year, Lee, was watched by 1.42 billion levels.
Brilliant.
Levels, indeed. Daz says, it's the same in the NFL. Worst team gets the first pick of the best college players, no relegation either. I think that's what Lee was saying, that it was incorrectly sort of worded.
I know what James meant. It just
James
put it
meant
wrong
that,
around. He knew exactly what he was talking about, James.
Just wait till Premier League gets 14 American owners and they can vote to stop relegation. Don't, mate, don't. Scotland don't want.
Well, they can have ours. A team can have ours if they want at the moment. Sorry, but there you go.
Oh, there's no need for that, is there? No need.
Well, at the moment, they've not done it for me yet.
I think you've gone too too early with this. No. I think you've gone too early with this.
No, come on.
I think you have.
No.
We're going to discuss this on Blades Ramble, where it should be spoken about, but I think it's worth diving into. Cowboys for me, Lee. All Dallas for me in American sports. Why is that then, Tom? Any connection to Dallas, or just a place that you picked and you stuck with? I don't mind that either.
It's about 500 miles further north than where Houston play, so it's a bit colder. So it's not for me.
Yeah, it'd be freezing in Dallas. Seahawks all the way to the Super Bowl champions. Yes,
that will be cold up there, Mr. V.
Yes,
that will
Mr.
be cold
V
up
will,
there.
Yeah, but they're closer to him, aren't they? So it's
of course they are. Of course.
NFL team for me is the Raiders. NRL team is Manly Sea Eagles.
South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Yeah,
every day of the week.
Scott says, with all the gym work and hair growing taller, Jim will look like Johnny Bravo. Scott, there's no need for this. I'm just trying to get to me. It's only because I'm tight. I'm trying to get to my holiday cut. That's what I was going to say earlier. I go on holiday in like less than 4 weeks, and I don't want to have a cut twice before I go because I usually go right down to Wood nearly.
Spoken like a true Yorkshireman.
Well, that's how it is. It's 14 quid now. It keeps
I get mine cut every 2 weeks, and I ain't got any.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, yeah. I do it for my beard more than I. But yeah.
I spoil me sen. I spoil me sen as well because I always do my beard, my sen, which everybody can probably tell. But when I'm going on holiday, I have it all whacked off, nicely done by barber and stuff. It's a little treat to me sen before I go on holiday. Nigel Clough was a big American sports fan. Didn't know that, James. Thom says, stemmed from a young age for me. My dad was hated. My dad was hated. That's not true. My dad hated a player who played for Dallas Stars ice hockey. So I started following him. Right, okay. Fair enough. Andrew says, got to be the Dolphins for me. Rebuild season on the way under Jeff Hafley. Hopefully first round pick in the draft next year to pick Archie Manning, continuing the Manning dynasty.
My good friend Mike is a massive Miami fan. He's been over to watch him and also he loves Miami. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Says the new stadium's really nice, but not massive.
Right. Okay. All those kits need to be Adidas though for BBL. Raiders will get their first pick again. Was that the 4th Division League in 81? It
was first. Yeah, the 1 year we were in. Yeah, Scunthorpe at home. First game that I watched.
Bamford could be a pundit, says Fraser. Maybe. I think like Lee says, I think he'll probably do work for Leeds or something like that in the community or in the studio.
He might even go into business, Jim. You know, you wouldn't be surprised if he's invested well and he goes into something else, would you?
He seems a very an educated guy. Man, doesn't he? Yeah. College football is better in my humble opinion, says Eve. There you go.
I agree as well.
Peter Swan and Bronco Lane, just before my memory allows, but remember the names, says Ian. Dave Moore says Dave, Bronco Lane and Tony Kay were the other two alongside Peter Swan. There you go. The old school Blades helping us out there with some Wednesday digs.
Before my time. Before I was born, so it's a long time ago.
Fraser says, if Stephen Warnock can be a pundit, then anyone can. I could say that about a lot of pundits, Fraser,
there's
to be honest. Yeah, there's a few that are questionable at best. By the way, who's the next Messi, the next Ronaldo, next Mbappe nowadays, says Damsey Doe.
Well, Mbappe's still going. He's only like 25, 26, isn't he? So, I don't know. Is there going to be another Messi? I doubt it.
Nor Ronaldo either. Ronaldo. I don't think there's a next anything, really. Because they weren't the next Pele. They weren't the next Maradona. They were the first of their kind, weren't they? So, and that's what you have the debate about. I suppose the question could be who's going to be the next international superstar. But time will tell, won't it? A lot of people like Lamine Yamal. There's other players with, but again, he's got a long way to go.
Bellingham's in there with
Bellingham's in with
the money the money Adidas are throwing behind Bellingham is incredible. And Yamal's a really good shout, by the way.
It is, but that's just because of his trajectory. It doesn't mean he's going to get there, does it? Doesn't, there's a long way to. Ronaldo, you can tell, worked on his career every day, and he still does, I'm sure. But he got better because you could tell he were improving every day. Messi, I just think it were a God-gifted talent. He's obviously worked very hard as well, but I think he's one of the most naturally gifted footballers I've ever seen. So
for a player as small as he was to come through
Yeah.
You've got to have it. And obviously, he's not grown that much, but he has grown. He's just an incredible footballer. He's the more talented of the two,
Yes, he is.
in my opinion.
I agree.
But they play totally different positions, so they're hard to judge against each other.
I think Ronaldo's had to work much harder to maintain a level with him to be in that conversation of who's better.
Well, he's changed. Messi's stayed the same player.
Yeah.
Whereas Ronaldo's had to reinvent himself from a
He's
wide
had to be
man
the
a
absolute
centre
best
forward.
version of himself as Ronaldo as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Whereas you can imagine Messi getting up after 6 pints and still being able to put people on the backside. So it's because it's a natural talent. Like the ball sticks to his foot. It's
incredible,
unbelievable. Forgot to say hello to you boys, says Mr. V. Hello, my mate. I'm really enjoying the watch-alongs. Keep up the great work. Thank you, pal. Hope you're enjoying the World Cup over in your parts. And it's not often you get to experience something at a regular time for you, a man who loves football. And I'm sure there's a lot of football fans over in America and Canada and Mexico that are loving the fact that the world's eyes are on them at a reasonable hour for them. This is really late for us, and it's probably bang on for Mr. V. So,
Mr. V, have you been able to get to a game or anything like that? Have you got possibility of going to a game?
Yeah, good shout.
Have to let us know.
Yeah, you will. 360 miles north, says Paul. So that's Dallas from Houston, I assume. James says David Batty was one that didn't enjoy football. He then just walked. Someone who lived near him in Leeds. He did. David Batty's famous for it. Alan Smith was another one at Leeds that walked away, and Man United who walked away from. Tevez is probably one of the more famous examples that just did not like football and just turned up and played because he was very, very good at it. I'm with Lee on the owners. When someone wanted the Prince out, I was one of those saying, be careful what you wish for. Hope I'm proven wrong. Well, everybody knows I'm a big fan of the Prince and what he did for our club. But I do think it's a bit early to go in on the owners. Luke, we'll talk about it, mate. Don't worry about it. There's plenty to uncap on that. An NFL team would beat a soccer team all day, says Damsido. Unfortunately, they'd rugby us soccer fans off the field. That is a wild thought, even to think about blending those two. Jim Wood, bravo. Sorry, mate. Fraser, this unbelievable. Ian, are you looking at this? He's got to be on his second warning here, Fraser. What's going off?
Well, Ian started it, didn't he? Didn't Ian throw the grenade in the first place?
Maybe. Yeah, I think he did, actually. I think he did. The moderator in the chat was the one that instigated the bullying. So it's one of those, really. B&B, there's an American... Is that bald and brilliant? There's an American college game on every year in Dublin. I go every year. 2 years ago, the payment system broke down for 3 quarters. And we were getting 4 pints each for every round. 16 pints for note.
Brilliant.
Nice.
There's one in Wembley this year. They're playing at Wembley as well.
Oh, yeah, they usually do that, don't they? They've started doing that. My dad tried to get tickets, I think.
It's the first one. They're playing college there as well this year as well.
Is it?
So normally it's just NFL, but this year they're doing college.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, very good.
NFL.
Very good. Tex says Miami with their first round pick took a lineman who can't control his weight. I'm sure being in Miami will help him control that. He'll be 400 pounds by the time the season starts. What's going on here? What's with all the NFL talk? We're watching Scotland versus Morocco in the World Cup. It's a right rabbit hole we've gone down here.
It's a ramble, isn't it? It's a ramble.
Wow. It's only because I'm not comfortable with conversation. I don't know what I'm talking about with NFL. 4th division was my first proper season was in the junior blades. Went on the cop, says James. There you go. So similar path to yourself, mate. It's 143 miles, cowboy, and takes me half an hour's drive to Seattle. An hour and a half drive to Seattle, says Mr. V. Ian says Bamford also has a highly graded piano playing qualifications. Does not shock me at all. Thom says 100% agree. Messi's talent is God-given, but Ronaldo's work rate is unmatched, and why he's been where he has been for so long. Yes, absolutely.
I think it's an issue for Portugal now, though. Ronaldo is becoming an issue for them up front. He's not helping them as much anymore. And there was an interview with Roberto Martinez after the last game, and he mentioned something about contractual obligations regarding Ronaldo. So whether he can't take him off or if he's fit, he's got to play. Something like that. He said he'd wish he'd not signed parts of his contract. Something like that.
Wow. Batman says Scotland stand a better chance if they stop trying to play through a team far better than them. Goes back to the McBurney point earlier. Outball needed at times. Absolutely. It were always going to be that way, weren't it, with them being the underdogs in the majority of games in this tournament. It's all right getting past Haiti, who again, are no mugs. I think they were sort of looked at as the walkovers. I think they give Scotland a game, but Scotland had to win that game, and they did. But now there's a way of playing against better teams, and I don't think they've given themselves the best chance. Speedy, Mr. V, surely not. Hi, says Alan. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. 60 people in here now, mate, and it's 5 past midnight, so thank you, everybody.
Pubs are shutting, Jim. We're all right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Kicking them out, yeah. Carl says, hi, lads. My Blades journey began in 1978. My first game, Cardiff at home. 3 players sent off, I believe. Very good, mate. Nice one.
That's the Blades way.
Certainly is. Andrew says, we're sticking around for Brazil versus Haiti. No, we are not, my friend. You can, but we won't be here.
I'm recording that.
Fraser says, Ronaldo, for me, the best player that's ever been. His work ethic and determination is unmatched. In terms of watching the games, Lee, I won't be recording full thing, but my dad's been recording the later games. Not recording them, sorry. Watching them, like the 15-minute highlight packages on YouTube. Yeah. He says it's been brilliant because you get to see all action in games. It's just a smarter way of doing it, I think. Fair play. Do you think Brazil, Spain and Portugal have been disappointing so far, says Sam? I think Brazil not so much. A draw against Morocco is decent.
They're not the Brazil to be feared of years gone.
No, they're not.
That's what you would say.
No, they're not. But again, you have to expect them not to be that Brazil, then, don't you, as well? So, and I think
Spain were good, apart from they didn't win. You know, their possession and everything, they were decent.
I think Spain and Portugal particularly will be disappointed with the results rather than anything else. Yeah. So. Monkey Boy says, evening, gents. Doing a fantastic job as ever. Keep up the good work. Thank you, mate.
Cheers,
Met BBL at QPR at the bar, obviously. Looking forward to bumping into you and ATB at some point.
It won't be at the bar, I can assure you.
Unbelievable. I'm always at the bloody bar. Mr. V says, I've got tickets for Belgium versus New Zealand next Friday and really looking forward to that. That'd be brilliant.
Lovely.
That'd be brilliant. Sorry, boss, says Ian. No, it's all right. That's all right. You're sacked. No, I'm kidding. I need you, Ian. Don't go anywhere, please. We'll train you on the NFL chat, Jimmy, says Andrew. Another channel in the making. I can't have any more channels. I can't. I just can't do it. My brain can't hold it. Even guys, my word, what a poor manager Clark is, says Home Funk. Yeah, he's home funked up, hasn't he? To be fair. Mr. V says, maybe I speed, maybe I don't. Closer to 2.5 hours. Yes, absolutely right. Thom says, Lou, stop being sensible and talking about the game that's on. Jump on the American Sports Ramble. No. Lou's got it right. Let's steer it back. If you're going to plan the pub team against Man City, you've left one of the best target men in England at home. Or in Scotland as well, to be fair. But you're right. Home Funk, we've been saying exactly the same throughout. I had to put subtitles on Big Dunk, on for Big Dunk. I didn't even listen to him, Dave, unfortunately. We were chatting away about NFL. Luke says, when the camera panned behind the Portuguese fans after the first game, they all had Ronaldo shirts on. There has to be something financial behind it. Ramos, at this point, surely offers them more now. Possibly, Luke. Possibly, mate.
Yeah, I would say 100% there's something in that.
Daz says, I'm following you on the diet front, Jim. It's a liquid diet and I'm on the Guinness. Well, best of luck, mate. Best of luck.
Are Nike also their kit supplier to Portugal? I think they are, aren't they?
Yes, I think so.
And is Ronaldo their number one athlete? I think he is, isn't he? Maybe there's something in that. Who knows?
Maybe there is. I don't like him, but I remember Lineker talking about Maradona saying he has the most skill ever. Doing keep-ups, he would volley the ball stadium high and not move and just keep doing it. Oh, yeah, that way they just kick it up and then bring it down and then kick it up again. Or just hit it as it's coming down.
Have a look on YouTube for a Maradona warm-up.
It's crazy, isn't it? I think I've seen it.
And just think he were absolutely off his head on whatever he were off his head on. When they were doing it as well. So pretty good, that. George Best levels.
Multitasking at its finest. Players coming out to Joker and the Thief. Wonder where they got that idea from. Yeah, I know, mate. The Life is Life video with Maradona is still amazing, says Luke.
Yeah.
And Ian says, World Cup Ramble on the road, Mr. V. I'm up for that.
That's a good shout.
It's Puma, says Luke. I thought it was Nike.
It's Puma now. It weren't Nike, weren't it, for years?
It was Nike. Anyway. Right. I am caught up on the comments, so I might be able to watch some of this game. which has kicked off, as you can see, for the second half. Scotland with a deep throw into the box. It's been recycled now. Tierney backwards. And it goes all the way back to Hanley.
Oh, yeah, it is. I didn't know that. Puma.
I knew you'd double check that.
No, I'm not double checking. It's to check me when they actually moved.
I remember it being Nike.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, wow.
McGinn and Che Adams against 4 Moroccans.
I don't think he's ever getting the ball, but
No.
he has been taken out.
No, ref saying goal kick. They'll have a look at it.
Nah.
No, it's not.
I'm sure Gaz could let us know, but there's not enough there.
It'll show you from this angle. No, I don't think there's enough. He's played for it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So McGinn is in the box. He's kicked the ball in front of him as he's started going down. There's not even enough of a lean from the Moroccan player to take him out.
No.
There will be a VAR check because that's standard when there's a... And already it's been cleared.
Yeah, it's passed.
Daz says, when Ronaldo played in Italy, he shifted 500,000 shirts. Yeah,
It changed last year.
There were a time where players moved because of their status and their name. Like Beckham to Real Madrid was largely fueled because of his status and what he could... I think it was noted at the time, I'm pretty sure, it's 23 million or something that Beckham went for, and it soon made them that back in merch sales. So
is that why he wore 23? Because he said it was for
might be.
Jordan,
it might
though,
be.
didn't he?
I don't
Got him
know.
behind the back again, just hit the bar. Got him down the left, pulls it back, and it's like a semi-block shot that goes on and it's the bar.
Corner, isn't it?
Morocco.
What are you on time-wise, mate?
49.59.
3 seconds in front of me again.
Right, hold on then.
I don't know how that happens. So I'm on 50, 04, 05,
Yeah,
06.
I'm with you now.
Right, nice one.
Yeah, I talked over there, Jim. I apologise for that. Yeah,
no, mate. No, that's...
Portugal changed the kit last year to Puma. So we weren't far off, but cheers for letting us know that. I thought they were still Nike.
Moroccan corner taken short. Work it into the box.
It's a good ball, that.
It is
That
a
is a
lovely
good ball.
It's a corner to Morocco.
Oh, Diaz doesn't look that young anymore, does he?
He's got a hairline like me.
Proceeding.
Yeah. Yeah. He covers his up better than mine. He's got a chunk that goes down like that.
He's got a bit more money to do it, Jim, as well.
He has, yeah. He can afford them trips to
Moroccan oils. The Moroccan oils. Yeah.
There you go. Look, nobody will notice.
He's here, Bobby Charlton.
Yeah. Arthur Scargill. There you go. Let's just be honest about it. Hakimi. Oh, what a save!
What a save. Well done, Angus Gunn.
It's a corner fairly low, head height, but like drilled in to the near post along the 6-yard line, really. Attacker comes in, bullet header to the near post. Angus Gunn like dives back into his goal to push it away. And look at that shirt's been ripped to number 24.
Wow. See, that's a Puma shirt. You wouldn't get that with a Nike shirt, would you?
It's an header almost from the corner of the 6-yard box. And Gunn has
good
dived
save.
Almost into his net, but almost into the post to push it out. And he's done really well. What a reaction save that is. Shirt change for El Moroccan.
Number 24.
Number 24. Who had his shirt literally ripped off his shoulders. Oh, and here come Morocco again into the box, and it's nicely dealt with.
I'll tell you what, these are no mugs, these.
No.
These could go a decent way in this competition.
Oh, and that's Paul from Scotland.
I suppose they are African champions, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Is that on a technicality, weren't it, Senegal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but it's still a very good. And I think did they finish semis last World Cup?
Yeah, we had a chat about this. We dumpling about being you can't be a dark horse if we're in the semis last time. I'm sure we were talking about
This is why I think people know more about them now, isn't it? It's not like they're not an unknown quantity that people don't recognise.
It's same with quite a lot of the African teams now, though, isn't it? The decent ones that are getting up to the top 20 in the world, and also because we see a lot of the players in our leagues.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
so you get to see them now.
It's moved more to much of an athletic game, hasn't it, rather than a technical game. And these big athletes that can get up and down the field with little effort, that just breeze up and down the field.
Especially in the middle of the park, Jim. Yeah.
Yeah, they've infiltrated the Premier League now, haven't they?
And any good athlete, it doesn't matter if you're from Scotland or from, wherever. If you're a good athlete, you don't need to be as good as a small kid, basically.
Yeah, that's right.
Size does matter nowadays, and I always think it should be ability over everything, but people do want athletes.
Yeah, they do.
And I mean, we've got a pure example of that is a player who played for Sheffield United a few years ago. Who was called Ollie Burke, and apart from having the best agent in the world, he's a terrible footballer.
Yeah. I think closest thing we've got to what we're talking about is Femi Siriki, who gets up and down the field really well, but there are flaws to his footballing game. So, but he would fit in a Premier League side if they are looking to grow. It's one of those things, really. It's
with a good centre half at the side of him, he'd be superb. But you look at when Kyle Walker was coming through, he had massive flaws defensively, but his pace got him out of trouble. His athleticism, and it does with Siriki to a lesser extent.
Yeah. Just keep up with comments. Thom says people used to fill stadiums for warm-ups when Maradona played just to see what he would do. Here comes Scotland. Yeah. Oh,
that's a foul. It's not in his face though. Oh, that was a shove in the back.
Tell you what, he's pushed him over there and he's got away with it as well.
He's done well to rob the ball.
How did we find out if it were Barry's lad?
I didn't. I'll have a look. I just don't want to press any buttons. Last time I did that, I cut the stream, didn't I? And left Tom not from on his own.
Was Nike. This is the first lot of Puma shirts, I believe, says Andrew. Right, okay, thank you, mate. Jamie Dumplin says, God, this is a late one. Good to see you, boys. Good to see you too, pal. Fraser says, Slim, bit of a daft question, but what's Connor like as a person? I've followed his content for nearly 4 years now, and he seems to doubt himself a lot. I think that's fair. I think I could say that of myself, to be honest, as well. He's a mate of mine, so I'm not going to say he's anything but a really nice fella. I asked him just today to do a video for me for one of my. I'm doing something on Ramble tomorrow, and he's done me a quick video for that as well. We've got a video on Harry Gray coming out tomorrow at 10. But I work a lot with Connor, and I won't work with him if I didn't like him as a person. I work with people that I like. I don't have to work with Connor for any other reason. We've set up a company together, myself, Connor, and Cal Fowler. So you've got to get on to be able to do stuff like that. So yeah, he's a really nice fella, and I think he gets some unnecessary stick in the Leeds space, whether that's from other creators or from people who don't understand him. I think he's a really polished presenter, and I think he's a really good lad. So I rate him, but I would do because he's my mate, like I said. No but good things to say about him. Paul says
content out as well, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Some good content. He knows his stuff. Just about Barry Ferguson. His son's called Kyle Ferguson. He's a centre half, and he was at Yeovil last season.
Oh right, okay.
So I didn't know.
No connection to Lewis then. Fair enough.
No, not that I can find, but it could be related to him. I'll have a quick.
No, it's all right, mate. It's all right. There'll be a few Fergusons knocking about. I'm off to bed. Enjoy the chat. Like and subscribe to see more of Lee and his sidekick Jimmy. Thank you, Paolo. Much appreciated, mate. Wakey Jim. Get the Red Bulls in. What did you catch me yawning or something? I don't know. With the speed and pace Morocco breakout, it's like watching United from last season. Says Daz, I'm not sure which United you were watching.
Yeah.
Great save, says Andrew, and lol from Damsidor. Bouadi played for France from under 16 to 21s. How have France missed out on this kid? He's going to end up a top club in a month's time. This is what Lee's lad Jordan was saying in the chat earlier before kickoff. He says, "Look out for Bouadi. He's going to be a top player." And now we've got people in the chat saying, "Wow, what a player!" Fair enough.
What I would say though, Jim, is France aren't really struggling, are they, for centre midfielders anyway?
No,
even though
they're
he's
not.
class, he is class.
Yeah.
But you know, you look at what they get, and is it through Clairefontaine, their academy, that bring kids through?
Yeah.
You know, it's like a conveyor belt of talent that's coming through that place. Lewis is the son of Derek Ferguson.
Oh, right. Okay.
And he's the nephew of Barry Ferguson. So you're on right lines, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, I saw there a connection there. It'll surprise no one to hear that Kieran Tierney is down receiving treatment, unfortunately. He's just one of those players that is always susceptible. Yeah. Ben Gannon-Doak, who you may know just as Ben Doak, is looking to come on here. That may change the whole setup, to be honest, because he is a winger.
They moved Christie to left, won't they? Left wing.
Christie to left, Doak to right.
Right, and McGinn in 10.
Robinson dropped back in. Yeah, and shift everybody across. Okay.
Ferguson and... yeah, that's what they'll do. Robertson will go to left back, won't he?
Yeah. Who's right back then?
Patterson.
Oh, of course, because he were right wing back, weren't
he? Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll play 4 at the back.
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. It looks like they're going. Okay. Where were we in the comments?
McGinn's out on the left. McGinn's out on the left.
That won't be right. He'll be the midfield too, surely.
He's covering. Has he come on yet, Doak? I don't think Doak's come on, has he? Or is he over on the right?
That's him on the right, isn't it? Yeah, that's him on right.
So where's Christie then? Has Christie gone off?
No, it's Christie in the 10. We'll soon find out. It can't be McGinn on the... You wouldn't have John McGinn as a left forward.
No. It's got Christie playing in the 10 here.
And Doak on the right, which... Let me just have a look at this team. Ben Doak. Ben Doak on the left there saying here. That's not right. John McGinn on the right. No, that's not right. That's not right.
Mine's not updated.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it comes up. Puma shirts seem to be shocking quality, constantly ripping at the slightest grab. Dad says it's called maturity, Jim. Embrace it like me and Lee have, although I didn't have a choice. Is that the hair?
Me neither.
Possibly.
Me neither.
And Fraser says, thank you, Jim. I've always said YouTube is about the content creator, not the content as such, hence why I follow you guys. And I'm a Leeds fan because you are all nice people, almost like friends. Mate, I feel exactly the same way. Honestly, it's weird because the community starts to feel like your friends, and and to be honest, a lot of them are now. It doesn't just feel like it. Me and Lee see each other outside, and we all go for drinks together, and we have days out and stuff like that. We go to games together, but it's not just that. You don't even have to be Sheffield United fans. I've met some brilliant people through this channel. So
quite a lot of Leeds fans as well, Jim. Obviously, because of your relationship with Connor and going on when we were both in the Premier League. But you start to not root for Leeds, but you don't really dislike them as much, do you? Because obviously they were our competitors, and
I had a strong dislike for Leeds United growing up.
Well, you will, because of living up in Wakey, won't you?
Yeah. But it's all my mates are Leeds, and they do nothing but wind me up constantly about how good they are. Connor's first comment on video today were, "How's it going down there?" I think that was where he opened his thing, but I don't mind it. I don't mind because the thing we want to do is, obviously we want to be sustainable as a channel, so I can carry on doing this. But ultimately, it's to have a laugh and be inclusive and make people feel comfortable and welcome. I started the Blades Ramble to talk about Sheffield United because I had nobody to talk about Sheffield United with. I had my dad, and he were working at the time, and he were scouting and stuff like that. So there were all sorts of stuff going on. In fact, no, he might have retired from scouting by then, to be fair. But there were only my dad. I didn't have anybody else as an outlet to talk about United with. And my Aunt Sal. But it's just
kitchen days. The kitchen days.
Kitchen days. Yeah. Love them kitchen days. So, so that's what we want, and hopefully that's what we'll continue to do. McGinn looks to be playing on the left, says Andrew. Yeah, we're gonna have another look at this. He is.
Yeah, he's still there.
Left. It's a strange one for me. Mr. V says, I remember Lee's favourite shirt in 1977. It was a beauty, but Admiral shirts were itchy.
No, 82 mine, Mr. V.
Yeah.
82, the red away. The 77 one, I think, was just an Admiral stripe down the side. But that was decent as well. A red shirt with a white and blue stripe.
Christie's just taken ball, switched inside, and it's not far away.
It's a chance, yeah. It's a good chance.
Fraser, thank you so much, mate. £10 super chat from Fraser. Guys, have a pint on me.
Cheers.
Slim, only Bud Light for you. Thank you, mate. I very much appreciate that. It's nearly 12:30, and you're here chucking us.
I'll have a drink of red wine to it, though.
Thank you, my mate. No, thank you.
Sorry, blackcurrant. Blackcurrant. Sorry.
This is what I mean. This is a Leeds fan coming on, and I know we're a wider channel than just Sheffield United over here, but Fraser's followed us over on Blades Ramble and all sorts, and it's mad, really, and it's great that we get to sort of cross over a little bit. Thank you, mate. Eve says, I like my newfound friends here. I just want to go karaoke and have a beer. Not in that order, with everyone here. Look, we've done that as well, Eve, to be fair, some of us. So
I'll leave the karaoke, but I'll definitely have a beer with you, Eve. All
I'll say is don't play certain Full Monty songs when George Motson is around. So, because we've seen...
Mark Hill and Meldrum.
There are some videos flying around.
You can't unsee them.
You can't unsee them. Once you've seen them, it's only going one way, I'm afraid. Deary me.
It's that bad you'd rather watch Alan the Farmer.
Hey, there's no need for that. Alan, you silly pie. Deary me. Deary me. Andrew says, Adams up front, McTominay in the 10, McGinn left, Doak right, from the looks of things. But why McGinn on the left?
Yeah, I don't get it.
When you've got Christie right there. You could still have McTominay in the 10. Even though
the left watch is big enough. Wow. It's like an alarm clock.
Andy Robertson gets booked.
He's, you talked about him at the beginning of the today when we've come on, Jim, and he's such a good player. He's done really well. From Queen's Park, where he was on 15 quid a week or 30 quid a week, and then went to Hull and did really well. Yeah, didn't know whether he were going to carry on playing football because he'd got a job that he needed to put more time into. It's crazy.
Been a good pro as well, hasn't
he? Yeah. Well, I don't think you can get as far as he has got without being a good pro.
Yeah, true. So sometimes has a bit of a reputation for being a bit spiky. I don't mind that, though.
No, not a problem. You'd rather him be like that than not care, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, mate. Ian says, always welcome in Sheffield, Eve, and karaoke is guaranteed. She says, thank you, Ian, my friend. Tom says, it's a good job he left that hat on, Jim. Yeah, apparently so, yeah. Tom, I feel for you, mate. I just got that stupid Alan song out of my head, for God's sake. Yeah, sorry, mate. Sorry. Silly pie. Do all the lads do the Arsenal offside trap to hot chocolate? Listen, you can leave it to your imagination, but I was not involved in this evening. I've just seen a video of it. I'm sure Thom could be able to let people know a little bit more about it, but it's a family channel.
I was in Halifax. I was nowhere near it. I was in Halifax watching the band.
Yeah, and I were at home as well. We were just in receipt of these videos that we didn't actually ask for. It has to be said as well. But where did he have the hat hanging from? Don't know. I think they were magic trick we were talking about.
It weren't hanging.
No, it weren't. It was being held tightly.
Driving into the box again. No, that looked more of a foul than the one that he got a yellow for from Robertson. These are decent. I keep saying it. These are very good.
Do you rate them, Morocco?
From what I've seen, they've been... I don't think Scotland are up to much, if I'm dead honest, looking at what we've seen today. But a lot of that is because they've not been able to. Every time Morocco lose the ball, they get back in shape very quickly. When they've got the ball, the movement, look at the movement here. It's superb.
Yeah, it is.
They're a good side.
Moving them around all over the place, aren't they?
Yep.
Scotland can't live with him, really.
And, again, you were talking about athletes. There's some big lads in this team.
Yeah.
You got Diaz, who's not the biggest in that, but a lot of these lads look good athletes.
Thom says, I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. Well, I saw that night and can confirm the hat was not hanging, it was being held. There you go. Fraser says, Jim, I love the other side because it's more personal. I guess I can relate to it. Sad fact, I've sang and played drums at Shire Green Working Men's Club many times over the years. Sad it's now closed like many. Oh, nice. Nice to know that, Fraser. Fair play, mate. And thank you for the compliment on the other side. It's not something I have chance to jump on as often as I'd like, because I am prioritising growing both this channel and maintaining what we've got in Blades Ramble. I've got loads of good ideas big ideas for both channels, I should say.
And also proper football, Jim, as well.
Proper football takes, it takes about a day out of my week, to be honest, usually that. But I do love the other side stuff because it's just me, to be honest. I think it's important, and I've said this quite a lot as we have a hydration break, by the way.
I've just had a drink. Cheers.
Yeah. When you've got a bit of a platform, and we're fortunate enough to have a little bit of a following now, that just because you appear to be all right and we can come on stream and have a laugh, it doesn't always mean that that's definitely how you're feeling all the time inside. I have to say, at the moment, I'm doing really well, so I can't complain at all. I've got my head screwed on with my weight loss and stuff like that, and I'm motivated at the minute, so things are going quite well. We've just renegotiated a new extension with CRS Accident Repair Centre for a new sponsorship deal for next season, which is brilliant, and they are going to also sponsor this channel as well.
Oh,
so
brilliant.
yeah, so I'm really pleased with how things are going, but it don't mean I don't have dips, Fraser, and I want people to know, and it's not so people sympathise with me. I hope people recognise that. It's so that people who also struggle know that they're not on their own, even though some people outwardly look absolutely fine, they're not always. So it's important to me to keep sort of banging that drum about mental health and stuff like that, because
life's not a straight line, Jim, is it?
No, mate, it's not.
Everybody goes through up and downs. It's just knowing that there is somebody there for you if you need to talk to it or have a word. There's somebody there to listen.
And that's it, because people say, it's good to talk, and you should talk to somebody, you should do this, I don't think you should have to do anything. No. I think it's more about recognising yourself, understanding how you're feeling, and dealing with it how you can deal with it. Yeah. So talking for me would not help me. It does now because I'm in a better place and I feel comfortable with the audience and stuff like that. But in terms of me speaking one-to-one with a counsellor or going and having a heart attack, I'll be honest with my family, but I wouldn't, sometimes you deal with things differently. It's not always about you have to talk and get it off your chest. Some people are better to deal with it internally. So anyway,
that's
don't
true.
want to go down that.
Lyndon Dykes coming on.
Lyndon Dykes,
who is
like you.
A very average. Well, none. Yeah, he's a very average championship footballer who I think is so highly overrated by teams.
He's a poor McBurney, is what he is, because he hassles defenders.
He gets linked with clubs every single transfer window, though, Jim. I don't get it.
Charlton.
Don't get it.
Because he's a decent to disappointing championship striker.
A bit of a throwback, I suppose, as well, into too.
He is. But if you're going to take Lyndon Dykes, how on earth do you justify Lyndon Dykes over Ollie McBurney?
A second choice striker instead of taking your best striker.
It's ludicrous.
Yeah.
There's no sensible person that can come on and have an argument with me about, well, I can see why Dykes has gone instead of McBurney. Thoughts on the hydration ad break? Exactly what you think, Andrew, from me. Unnecessary. We've come to learn that a lot of the stadiums are air conditioned, so there's no heat or temperature reason why they should be having a hydration break. Well, if it was mid-30s and they were crawling around on pitch, absolutely. Player welfare should always come first.
Correct.
But this is so that they get adverts in and Americanise the sport, unfortunately. And I don't mind it as a principle, but what it's doing is it's forcing a change to the rhythm of the game.
Yeah.
So it's becoming. They've joked about it, but it is becoming 4 quarters to a degree, and you are getting to reset halfway through the half and go over tactics, and it's a break in the momentum, and it changes everything really. It changes the dynamic of the game. Not a fan at all.
One of the pundits had an idea about it. I think it was Ian Wright, I think. He said, the hydration break, okay, if you're going to have it the other side of the pitch away from the managers. So it's just the players.
Yeah.
You know, they go around, they put the water there so it's fresh and everything. And they've got 3 minutes to have an hydration break.
Drink.
No tactics, nothing. Just on their own.
Yeah.
But it's just an ad break, isn't it?
Of course it is.
It's an ad break where the players can get hydration. It's not an hydration break with adverts.
Absolutely, mate. Compare the speed and movement of Morocco compared to England. I imagine our defence, particularly on the left, against these. Well, we
were far better when we were going forward, weren't we?
As
an England team. When we sat in, we looked a bit porous at times. But
I think people are just a little bit nervy about how we'll fare against better opposition. But if we're going to go far in the tournament, that's what we're going to have to do. So.
For me, Jim, we've just got to play. When we attack, we will score against any team. But especially the way we played with the quick lads out wide, him dropping in Kane and then Bellingham taking his role up front. It looked fantastic. But we just like Bayern Munich, actually. Our Bayern Munich play like that. And then he backs up behind.
Ian says, who's doing the Germany game tomorrow? Not sure yet. Jamie Dumpling can't do it. So it might be off. Because I don't want to advertise something that we can't then fulfill. I'm going to see if I can, but I don't want to say I'm doing it just in case I'm not. So we'll wait and see.
The Holland-Sweden game is me and Tom Not From Barnsley.
It'd be good to see Tom again. Thought he did a really good job with you last time. Surprised Scratch Phil's not decided to make one in. Like I think
he's not got in touch, and I did say to Tom Not From he'd get first dibs anyway. You know,
absolutely, yeah.
He did such a good job, and he wanted to do it again. So
he did do a good job.
Get him back on. I enjoyed his company. He's very knowledgeable, and he can read the Dutch names out again for me.
He can, yeah. He was very good at that, to be fair as well. The 77 shirt was white, red, and black stripes. I remember it well, says Mr. V. Jim, you deserve the feel good because you are putting the work in and it's paying off. Good for you, mate. Thank you, pal. I appreciate that. Thom says, on the topic of that, Jim, I have to thank you for giving me a whole new group of mates who have helped me through what has been quite a tough few weeks for me personally. Mate, thank you for that. I often think that all I've done really is set the table, and it's the people that make the community. So, but thank you. That's a very kind thing to say, and I'm glad it's benefited you. Adam, who I need to reply to, so I do apologise, says, morning, lads. Good to see you two doing a watch-along, even at this time of day, up the ramble. Thank you, mate. I will get back to your message. I left it on purpose because I wanted to speak to you about something. Dave Morwood says, great watch-along, but I'm up at 7 a.m, so good night, all. What are you doing up at 7 a.m, Dave Morwood? But good night, my mate. Thank you for joining us. Still got 56 in here, mate, and it's 20 to 1 in the morning.
Brilliant, that.
Crazy. Andrew says, we all have dips, Jimmy. Got to focus on the positives. Talk it out if you need to. Keep to yourself when you want to. And just deal with things how you deal with it. Well said, mate. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Fraser says, I'm going through an autism assessment at the moment, so it's tough. But thank God for YouTube. Mate,
go on, he's in.
Oh, he is in.
Brahim Diaz is in behind. Oh, he's just got to lay that across. If he knocks that across first time.
He had an extra touch there that he just did not need. That'd have put it to bed, to be honest.
Definitely. I do like Ali McCoist as a co-commentator.
I do. He's very good. Very good. Fraser, all the best with your assessment, mate. And listen, it doesn't define you. What it might do is helps you recognise and deal with some of the things that you may have struggled with in the past. So it's going to be useful to get an answer on some of the things that you might have been struggling with. So best of luck with it, pal. And keep us posted on how it goes as well. And props to Lee too, says Thom. He was the first person I spoke to in the Ramble, so I owe him a lot too, even though he nicks my drinks. I remember that. Was that when...
And paid it back. And paid it back, mate. I bought you two.
Did he... is that when we were doing an after party and he came and jumped in our car and he didn't say anything all the way to
And sat next
the
to
bar.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
I think it was when I was rubbing his leg that he started to like me.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. I don't think Jane knows about that, so you've sort of.
I don't think Eve does either.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Dykes moves a lot, but no end product. Where is he now? He's at Charlton, mate. He's at Charlton. They signed him for money, I think, as well.
Yeah, we're at £1 million, wasn't it?
It's crazy. Has City grabbed Anderson yet? No, not yet.
No.
Not yet. Crazy money for that. A very, very good player, but silly money now we're talking about at top end at Premier League.
I thought you were our best player of the night. Outstanding how he just
I like Declan Rice.
did everything. Yeah, he's struggling with a back injury, isn't he?
Middle. He's what, sorry?
Struggling with a back injury.
Oh, that's no good.
I think it's one of them that they can work with. You know what I mean? It's not going to keep him out. But
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah.
Let's hope so, mate. Read that Fox News could make an additional 275 million or something like that from the ad breaks and charge anything from 125k to 500k per ad, depending on the game. There you go. That's what it's about. Unfortunately, it's not about the player welfare that it should be about because it's not needed. It's about ad breaks. Fox Sports, not news. Yeah, I know what you meant, pal. Drinks breaks should be on the halfway line. No managers allowed on the pitch, in my opinion. Another good shout.
Yeah.
That's great to hear, Thom, mate, says Fraser. Grandson arrives at 7:30, says Dave. That makes sense. Got you. You meant the centre circle. I know you did, pal. Ali McCoist is great as a commentator when he's with John Champion. Dislike him intensely when he's with Darren Fletcher on TNT Sports. They try to one-up each other with too many stats. I don't have TNT Sports, so I don't listen to him on that. But I really rate Ali McCoist as a pundit and a commentator. I enjoy listening to him on TalkSport and everything that he's on, to be honest. I really do like him. So, and Fraser says, it's great when guys can speak up and can bond and not feel ashamed or daft. Mate, that is the key to what we're about, really. It's just letting people be comfortable being themselves. That is ultimately all, because we're not here to judge anybody for anything. Some of our ramblers have got disgraceful takes, some shocking football takes, but it's their opinion, so we let them have it, Lee included. So
hey, look, they've got their own opinion. They might be wrong, but
they might be wrong,
they're welcome to it.
Opinion. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Drinks break should be drinks for free in all the stadiums. I don't mind that, Damsey, though. Don't mind that at all. They'd get through it quickly then if that were the case. 3 minutes on the dot. As we just come to ticked over 80 minutes now.
Yeah.
To be fair to Scotland, they've hung in well. It's a very good Morocco side, very well organised. And for it not to have got away with them, like we run away from them like we thought it might, they've done well to stay in the game of Scotland, I have to say.
And, you know, there's been a couple of chances for Morocco, good chances. And I think if they'd have took one of them, Jim, I think it probably would have rolled away from Scotland quite easily. Yeah. Because they'd have had to really come out. They've come out a little bit more, but they've not been gung-ho, but they're going to have to go soon.
Yeah. They are.
You know, they need to... What's worst thing, losing 2-0 or trying to get a draw?
Exactly,
they might as well lose 2-0, haven't they?
Well, they've already beaten Haiti, which puts them in pole position for third place, which is what all they need. As a minimum, that's what they need. So they've every reason to go for it in this game to get that point.
Yeah, you
try
wouldn't
and
like
finish
to be,
a place higher.
Exactly. You wouldn't want to be having to chase a point against Brazil, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
Even though our Brazil, you would say historically Brazil obviously are a better team than these, but these have been well oiled. Really
Andy
good
Robertson.
team.
Go on then.
Oh! No,
Scott McTominay goes down in the area. The ref immediately waves no. He looks excited about it, does McTominay. but they're going to have a look at VAR.
Well, it was an hard challenge.
It was, yeah. Yeah, it was. It was. My goodness me.
It's a good job he landed on his back.
I know. He'd have had stomachache if not. Jesus wept.
That's not going to get clipped. That's not going to get a clip.
Oh, gee whiz. Wowzers. Well, obviously nothing must have come from it because, they've started again. Let me jump back up to these comments and get me out of this hole. Rhiannon says, I had an autism assessment a month ago. Got diagnosed. You will be grand. Grand. I love that. Like Jim says, it doesn't define you. It just helps you get the support you need when you need it. Thank you, Rhiannon. Appreciate that. That's a lovely comment to put in.
I said this was going to be watch along after dark, didn't I? Slightly X-rated.
You did. I didn't expect to see what we've seen tonight, to be honest.
I thought it'd be me that dragged it down, though.
I didn't know.
You?
It was Scott McTominay, I think you'll find. Love Super Ali is funny as well. Fraser hit the nail on the head there. Fraser says the hydration break reminds me of the keeper going down in the Premier League just to get a team talk. I'm just going to watch the free kick and then quickly look away. Yeah,
he's gone down way too easy, Jim.
Yeah, yes. And why are they replaying that? Why are they replaying it? It just made a mountain out of a molehill.
They could do with Mel Drew's hat.
Yeah. Oh no. It would have been hanging, to be honest. In your opinion, what has been your favourite stadium so far? I don't think you can look past the Azteca, but Seattle has had a great atmosphere. Yeah, I think
the
that's
NRG at Houston.
NRG, wriggle, NRG. You can tell we're coming to the end. I'm getting a little bit delirious. Thom says, someone very close to me has also just had an assessment done and it's changed her life. Freed so many worries. Good luck with it, bud, and hope you find it helps too. I think there's a lot more awareness, a lot more access to support now than there ever has been. And I myself would be interested in having a similar assessment done, to be honest. Jamie says, unpopular opinion, if Trent plays in the Beckham era, he plays at right midfield rather than right back, as him and Beckham's qualities are very similar. Free kick, crossing and balls in behind.
If he plays in the same era as Beckham, he's on the bench.
Yeah, he don't get inside. That's fair.
Because Gary Neville plays at right back and David Beckham plays
right wing. I know what you mean, Jamie. A lot of his attributes suit being a winger. I think that's fair anyway. Here comes Scotland.
We're in behind. Oh, good block. Good block.
McTominay, great turn into the box. Crosses it. I can't stop laughing at McTominay now. Like fizzes it in across the 6-yard box, but it's blocked, and it's a really good block by the Moroccan defender. Just because you can't see the talent in Brewster, don't be disrespectful to other Ramblers' opinions. Disgraceful.
He did well, McTominay there. He turned his man and a strong, hard drive into the box.
Yeah, absolutely. Out of order. Here comes a corner. Header.
Oh, Dykes.
Wide. Lyndon Dykes. Ridiculous.
I think it's well wide.
It's wide. Free header, only being challenged by McTominay. Thank you so much, Rhiannon. Been to see a psychotherapist, and now it's the next step. That's great. Good luck to you, Fraser, pal. For a crap team, Scotland are giving it a good go, says Daz. Great watch along tonight, gents, as ever. Thank you, Gaz. Thom, thank you so much, says Fraser. And Slim, I feel bad now as it's about football, not mental. Mate, it's always about mental health. Don't worry about that. Don't ever apologise for wanting to have a conversation about all like that. You'll take my attention straight to it. It's not a problem. Jamie says, I see why McTominay is popular in Italy. It's just disgraceful. I'm not having this. Don't feel bad, Fraser, pal. Safe space here, buddy. We're all here for each other. Well said, Thom. Well said. Right, 86 minutes on the clock. And a little bit of change as well.
Do you think they nick one?
No, I don't think they do.
I think they'll have one big chance, Jim. I think they'll get one big chance.
I hope so. They have really livened up these last 5 minutes. John McGinn now. Lovely
what
cross.
A ball.
What a cross that was.
I think McTominay's just kicked Doak in head. That's a great ball, by the way. Not going to show it, are they?
No.
Didn't Doak go for about 25 million to Bournemouth?
Crazy.
He'd had half a season in the champ, hadn't he?
And then got injured.
Yeah.
Missed the rest of the second half of the season. Signs for Bournemouth for 25 mil from Liverpool.
Because we were interested as Sheffield United, weren't we, in taking him at one point?
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't know how far it went, but
are Liverpool the best-selling club in the country?
They are to us. They've done well.
You think about some deals that they've done. And then you could go other end of the scale, Coutinho, 120 odd million or whatever it was.
Well, even that Gerald Konsa
Yeah.
over to Leverkusen, 40 million or something like that. Yeah, they do well with it. They do well.
Silly.
And would you say that not everyone does make it, but a lot of them that go for big money don't really do that well elsewhere, do they?
No, they don't.
You know, the big players that are coming through just don't seem to do it.
So Scotland have just had another opportunity here, and now Moroccan keeper's gathered it and has gone down injured. Feigning injury is what we will probably say.
Yeah, because there's nobody near him. He's gone down with a cramp.
Yeah, he'll say so. James says, I go for mental health sessions that aren't easy. You have to keep going best you can. My mental health support is actually Mark Crossley. Oh, that's interesting, mate.
Oh,
that's interesting. Dad says, I know it's late, but people bigging up a £30 million flop is going too far. That's Brewster, who Daz has got a big problem with. And as of a lot of blades, to be honest, in terms of the money that he
it
went
weren't
for.
30 mil either, though, were it?
Well, he's talking about 20 mil plus his wages, I think he's on about.
Oh, yeah, fair play. Well, that's probably fair then, yeah.
Dykes cannot be Scotland's best striker. He's League One in the World Cup.
Ross Stewart's just coming on now. He's better than Dykes.
Yeah, he is. Why has he not been on before, Dykes? Thank you so much, mate, says Fraser to Thom. Andrew says, I support people at work who get assessments done. The difference you see once they have that diagnosis is chalk and cheese. Once you know what it is and why you do it, it makes a world of difference. Love that. Love that. What's happened to Billy Gilmore? Is he even in the squad or injured? Injured.
Got injured in warm-up games, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why he pulled out of the Norway game. So he got injured.
Yeah, it was
playing
news,
Norway
actually.
after.
Made the news, didn't it? Yeah, because they wanted him to play a big part. The Ramble is a safe space, all treated as equals. Thank you, James. That's what we aim for, mate. They've done well out of Bournemouth. Jordan Ibe as well. Yes, good shout.
Oh, yeah.
Good shout. Harry
He's
says,
playing non-league now, isn't he? He had about 5 years of not
is.
playing football, didn't want to play anymore.
Incredible, isn't it?
Because he made his breakthrough about 15-year-old, didn't he, Jordan Ibe? Played his first game in the league at 15, I think. Was it Exeter?
He broke, and did he? Yeah, he broke through really young at Liverpool, and when they do that, they always tend to go for big money. But he ended up at Wickham, I think, didn't he?
Yes, something like that. Yeah, yeah, it was Wickham. Yeah.
I thought Scotland were going to beat Brazil and get to the final, Jim. There you go, Harry. I told you, didn't I? They talk absolute nonsense, them two. Proper football, that's what he's on about, Harry. I know you're listening, won't you, Lee? But they were on about Scotland winning this group, beating Morocco, beating Brazil. Unbelievable. Wow. That's incredible to know. Thank you, mate, says Fraser to Andrew. He got injured just before the World Cup started. So I so appreciate your response, mate. It's incredible to know. Adam says, just for the price of Philip Coutinho, Liverpool got VVD, Alisson Becker, and many more, with the 105 million rising to 142 with clauses. That's everything.
Crazy,
you know,
isn't it? Crazy.
Great company as always, Jimmy, says Ian, Lee, and everyone in the chat. See you all on the next one. You will, pal. You will. Isn't Stuart's contract up this summer? Don't know. Yes, it is, pal. He's going to be a free agent, I think, as it stands. Can always change.
Talking about him on Sunday, no doubt.
We will, I'm sure. Thanks for the stream, by the way, boys. Appreciate you both giving your time up. I appreciate Lee giving his time up, mate. It's very much appreciated. Andrew says, no worries, pal. We're all here to support each other. I love that. Love that. That's what it's all about. 53 people here to see the game wind down at 5 to 1 in the morning.
Brilliant.
5 more minutes, guys and gals. We're into the 91st minute of 6 added. As Morocco come back down this dangerous right-hand side again, which has been quieter this second half, I have to say.
Yeah, they've done well. It's been a lot quieter since they moved to a 4.
Yeah, it has. It has. They've looked a lot more solid, to be honest.
I think it's probably because they had more men in midfield, Jim. You know, a bit more options to keep the ball and also pick men up.
McTominay.
He's turned into a good player, McTominay, hasn't he? I mean, he was decent at Man United. You don't play for Man United for 150, 200 games and be...
There's a reason top managers keep you around, isn't there? And even though people don't always see it, like Phil Jones must have had something about him to have stayed at Man United for so long under so many
15 years he was there, something like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're only playing 10 games a season.
There's a lot more to it sometimes, isn't there?
Yeah.
than what we see as
Oh, they're in
fans.
again here.
Oh,
Morocco are in again. He's just got to lay it off.
got to do bang.
It's too long. Save.
Good save. He's had a decent game, Angus Gunn.
You know, McTominay, didn't he win Player of the Year in Italy last year?
Yes, he did. Yeah, it was certainly. He won an award, whether it's Napoli's Player of the Year or the Serie A.
Well, they won the league, didn't they? Napoli won the league.
He's done really well, really well. Right, come on now, Scotland. Can we do something for the last 3 minutes? If we're being fair, this is how it should end, really.
Yeah.
It would be very harsh on Morocco to not come away with all 3 points here.
I think if the game would have ended up 2-0, I think that would have been a fair of the whole game.
I think that's
I would have been happy with 2-1 because then I would have won my bet, which I'm not going to win now. But
true.
There we go. No, that's a dive.
Dykes, what are you doing there?
Well done, lad.
Kenny McLean's a good player.
He is. Didn't we look at him the other year when he went to Norwich again?
Yeah. He stayed at Norwich. They wanted him off the wages.
Yeah.
And we were going to take him. And I don't know why it didn't happen, really.
He's a good championship midfielder. A good leader as well.
Yeah.
Really good leader.
Been a very good
which is what, as a Sheffield United fan, we've lacked.
Are you doing the Turkey watch along, Jim? I don't know when it is, pal. When's Turkey playing? No.
Is that Germany? Is that Germany?
Germany are tomorrow, aren't they?
Are they playing Turkey?
No, they're playing Ivory Coast tomorrow. No. I think Lee's next up with Netherlands and Sweden tomorrow. I think the Nick will hear me, says Thom. I hope you're right. It's Bloody Blades and other teams' mental health support group. How would you say the second half has been? I watched the first half and Scotland looked crap. I think it's been fairly even. Not fairly even. I think Morocco have still been on top, but Scotland have been a lot more lively second half.
Yeah, if you'd have said it was an 80-20 first half in, the standard of the teams, you'd say this were probably a 55-45 second half.
Yeah.
They're just that little extra bit of quality that Morocco have got, especially now they're breaking. But some of the things they've done with the ball have been superb. And just the structure's good. The structure. Look at this kid here.
Oh.
One touch. Nah.
Oh. That's unlucky. Great chance for Morocco. Bends it just wide of the far post.
The space is in there. Obviously, Scotland are going to get a goal, so I understand it. But he's just took too long, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Amazing. Just one goal early on settles it, says Damsey Doe.
Yeah,
Fraser says, I've just subscribed. Adam says, Scott McTominay got the Serie A Footballer of the Year and Serie A MVP in 2025. There you go. Turkey's at 4 a.m. No. It's a hard no. Oh!
He's got it.
Almost an own goal, yeah. Corner. Thanks, both of you, for staying up and doing this watch along, says Mr. V. Brilliant job as per usual. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Come on, England and Canada.
I had to stay up, Mr. V. I had a bottle of red wine with my name on it, so I had no choice.
It's corner to Scotland, which will be the last attack of the game. So we're on 96 minutes. There were 6 minutes added.
Just don't hit the first man.
Come on now. Corner comes in. Ferguson, it's headed clear.
Oh, break.
It's an attempt to head it back.
He's got to foul him.
He's fouled him as
Ralston,
Moroccans have come away.
He's asking for a penalty, I think, Robertson, for holding. That's it.
Game over.
Closer than it should have been for Morocco, that.
Yes, it was, yeah. Yeah, they'll be happy to get through it, but they should have settled it a bit earlier, if we're honest.
Yeah. Definitely. And you've got to question the selection of, or the non-selection of McBurney looking at that team.
Crazy. In such fine margins, even if you've got McBurney for that corner, it's those moments, isn't it? That, I'm not saying McBurney would be the absolute difference between Scotland finishing second or third, but he gives them a better chance.
He's a menace, Jim. He's a menace.
And he's banging form.
horrible to play against as well. Absolutely
Banging
horrible
form.
to play against. Yeah.
Don't you just hate defenders running with their arm up for offside? It's the World Cup, not League One. It's so basic from Scotland. That's an Arsenal trait. That's been going on for years and years. It's something that's programmed into some defenders. Thom says, well, that's sprung into life. Thank you again, boys. Have a good night. God bless all. Thank you, my mate. That's it, guys, says Fraser. Andrew says, all over. Thanks for tonight, fellas. Cheers, lad, says Luke. That should have been 0-0, really. Oh, no, I think that's... 2-0, like Lee was saying, I think would have been a fairer reflection of the pattern of play. Thanks for the watch along, guys, says James. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. It's very much appreciated. I think I knocked us off air there, so there's a couple more just to come in. Damzido says, here comes Brazil. Come on, 10-0. Thank you for the game, lad, says Harry. Sorry I joined late. Hopefully we'll see you both soon. Don't be daft, mate. You can join anytime.
Don't be sorry, mate. You joined.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Good coverage. Thanks, fellas. Have a good night. Thank you very much. Lots of places. Have Armed Forces Day tomorrow, which is today, Saturday. Oh, very good. Very good. Almost dinner time, says Mr. V. See you, boys. I tell you what, it's almost breakfast time for us because we are going home and we are home and we're going to bed. So what a great stream, says Fraser. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Lee, last word from you then, pal.
No, just thanks, everybody, for coming along. If you've not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and a like would be appreciated. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow at 6, I believe the game is that I'm on.
Yeah,
with Tom for the Netherlands-Sweden game, which will be a good game.
It will be good. Yourself and Tom not from. I'll look forward to it, mate. I shall be watching. So thank you for doing that. And thank you again to everybody for watching us. Thank you to Fraser for the very kind super chat as well. It's very much appreciated. And we'll see you all very soon.